Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
We get to see MILFs!
There's the unhinged.
Yes. Listen, I am so mad that Twitch is homophobic and would not let me say MILF in my stream notifications.
Yeah, that is
I
so
think that's
sad.
misogynistic.
This is a question. Does
Actually, that's
would
both.
they allow it to have you put it in there if you had the period in between them?
Man,
I
I'm
don't know. That's the one thing I didn't try. I ended up saying the name of the group the whole way through.
Fair enough. But yes, hi, hello, everyone. Apologies for the late start today. I had to go pick up my vehicular device from the auto body shop. It needed fixing. My wallet is very sad. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome in just in time for me to murder all of my lovely players and today's contestants at the Coliseum. Thank you everybody for joining.
Homophobic.
Right?
And nothing is
Murdering
welcome with the
us
audacity
in
where
pride.
nothing bad ever happens, allegedly.
Totally. Never. Not us.
Oh no,
Ever.
today bad things will happen. Them.
Oh, okay.
Rude? Rude?
Just immediately.
On pride?
Ah, that's
Right,
that is
sure.
very homophobic.
Oh, ouch. You wound me. You wound me. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome on in and welcome back to And We Went Out Roving, where nothing bad ever happens here.
Never.
Last session we had left off, we had a bit of like wrapping up the downtime of our wonderful intrepid heroes, where they have the opportunity to finish up some projects, get some last few things underneath their belt, and perhaps struck a deal and fostered a possible platonic romantic relationship between enemies to lovers. What? See how things
Let's go
play
enemies to
out.
lovers.
We'll see how
Let's
things
go
play
lesbians.
Speak,
Well,
Valentina.
that'd be very difficult to write, but in a world of magic, anything is possible. We can change him into a girl yet.
Huh?
Gender bend episode?
Not without possibility. But yes, hello everyone.
Try to bend all your
But-
genders.
Steal them all, give everybody's tits to somebody else, or provide them to someone else.
Oh my god, yes.
But as we left off last time, the group had entered into the first proper day of the Colosseum events has begun with the Festival of Three Moons, along with the other different groups and participating entries into the contest itself. A uproarious crowd greets the arrival of everyone at this point in time, with the final 20 groups selected out from the preliminary rounds, and with those who had the pocket coin in order to buy their way in. But now we come to the first day of the event itself, where introductions have been made amongst the various different groups. And as you all depart now out from the various sands, heading back into the undercroft beneath the Colosseum itself, you can hear the lingering distant words as the Grand Arch Overduke at this point in time begin to continue to call to the crowd and lambasting them with words and frivolous nothings, but to sound more eloquent and upbeat and to inspire and draw attention to the crowd itself. But as you enter into the Undercroft, along with all of the other groups, you are then met by the Master of the Games, who asked for each group, for one individual of each group to come forward to draw from a box. Which of your group goes and pulls?
Terrace, rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Okay. Let's just do rollies, because
Yeah.
no way know how we're gonna do this.
Also, I
that's
don't
not-
know if actually playing rock paper scissors against me is safe, because I have a streak going.
Got an 18.
I also got an 18. Let's roll again.
Okay, let's roll. Ty, go again. We're gonna
Ready?
do this. I got
Three,
a 3.
2, 1. I got a 2. You go.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
All right, and then Mid, and then
thanks,
Elegant, and
thanks.
Saffron. Can the two of you go ahead and each roll a d20 for me?
Oh, okay.
Go change the setting. Change the
Oh.
screen.
I just did. Don't worry.
10. Down the fucking middle. 10.
I got a 4.
Woo!
All right, Ryan, go
Hell
ahead and roll
yeah.
a d20 for me, please.
15.
15. Where are you all?
Where are any of us, actually?
There you are.
Hi.
As you kind of like step forward, you could see that other indie groups have stepped forward, and you could see them stick their hands into the box and pull out what looks to be a small silver ball, and upon it is engraved a number, which they kind of take and pocket. And as they are pulled, you can see the list of 20 different of the different groups are all marked at this point in time, and names are being drawn down along with the different numbers, which at this point in time your group pulls number 15. The Bound Words, which is your rival group, pulls number 4, and Saffron, the one that's slightly interesting to you, is the Saffron Furies pulls number 10. Ko, if you want to go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please.
Yeah. 6.
6. And the War Milfs are number 6.
Yo.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So, as the last of the numbers are drawn, the various groups step aside, and the box is handed back to an attendant. And the gentleman, the overseer, at this point in time, calls out and clapping his hands like, "All right, everyone. Today's bouts are those of monster fighting. You'll have two rounds. There will be an hour rest in between each round, so you will get the chance to take a brief moment of respite. When your number is called, you'll enter in to the arena in groups of 4 in order to fight the various different monsters. You'll be split into your teams to then go and face whatever perils await all of you at this point of time. Is that all clear? Are there any questions? No? None, I take it?
Cricket.
Very
No, I
well.
think we are good.
Gyro raise his hand.
They're all like, all the heads just kind of like, whoa, look
This
towards
is
Ryan.
monster fighting. What have you got to ask about?
There's gonna be free lunch in the middle of it.
Oh my god.
Terrace face palms.
I just Taffy just smacks the back of his head and
All
like
the
pinches
heads
his
like
brow.
whoosh, back towards the overseer and say, "Yes, food and drink will be provided for the contestants, so long as you don't spill out per se. Resurrection teams are on hand if you meet an untimely end, but if you do fail to your monster, you will be eliminated." Very
That's all I
well.
wanted to know. Thank you.
All right, let me see who the first 4 groups are.
One day.
What
One
was your
day,
theory about
captions
where's
will
the-
learn a terrace.
I'm sorry.
But it is not
So
this day.
funny. No.
It's not this day. I'm gonna start keeping a
Course not.
collection of how many
We're just gonna
things
call
a
you
terrorist does.
We should call you Terry.
Tara.
All right, so you are the 4th of 5 groups to go in. So the first couple of rounds bypass on. You can see there are a couple groups that don't come back at all. You can hear the crowd screaming and the roars of different monsters coming from out from the exterior itself. Before finally your group is along with 3 other groups are mushered along the long hall that heads back out to the Colosseum grounds itself. You are joined by the Proctors of the Porcelain Throne, the Adamantine Shrikes, and the Snapjaws. As your 4 groups head out, you are then brought to what looks to be a central chamber, which then splits off into 4 smaller rooms, where each of your groups will depart and head out, and you are told to wait here until the competition itself begins. So you set off, and you have a couple of minutes here in order to, as you hear voices crawling out from above as the description of the previous events passes on by, and the crowd kind of cheering and for bloodlust up in the air at this point in time. So, is there anything any of you would like to do in these few minutes you have before you go ascend up to the sands of the Colosseum grounds?
We're only getting a short rest here, so if need be, try not to spend all our big guns now. Though, this is a competition, so I guess if you want to be flamboyant, now's the time.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Doc. You. This is a legitimate question. Do you happen to have any like empty vials or anything right there? I'm running low.
You're lucky that they pick some up. and he'll pass over 2 vials. Am I getting these back, or are these permanently gone?
Raya is stuffing the G10 compound into G12 compound into both of these.
Are you making a bomb?
No, I am not making a bomb. I am priming a bomb. There's a difference. Until I actually put a thing in there, they're inert.
You better have a good throw.
If that kills me, I will haunt you.
Allegan is like, Allegan, I'm pretty sure you would stay alive just to prove me wrong, or to just nag me when this blows up in my face.
You are not incorrect. All right. Is everybody ready?
As ready as we can be, I guess.
Let's see what we're facing. We've done this before.
It'll be fine. We fought monsters and stuff, and we're in one piece, more or less.
Hey, and who knows? We might be able to keep a part of the monster. Maybe make it work.
No.
Ateris,
No.
Ateris looks genuinely actually excited. Like this is her bread and butter.
I know, and Allegan is just like, I want to go home.
I don't wanna.
I want to go home. I can take a nap right here.
As you all kind of this discussion, there's this sudden upwelling crowd as the voices increase and say, "And our next round of contestants." And the ground beneath you shifts and shudders, and there's this sudden, almost, the platform which you on levitates up. It goes, and you see an opening above you peel apart, with sand drifting down along the sides for a little bit, before you find yourselves coming up into the center of not necessarily the full Coliseum, but more like a piece of it that has been manipulated in a way in order to create a secondary, smaller arena within the original.
Ooh, yes, tasty.
You can see now there are much kind of a closer group of commoners in and around who are all like cheering, spectating, looking on this point in time. And the ground seems perfectly smooth and clean, but you as you are watching, as you can see the metal like shift up and like peel to the side as the platform comes to the edge. There's this gentle ripple out through the sands as the ground itself kind of shifts and comes to a shudder once more. The sandy pit is the sand within the pit does look fairly well tamped down, but not perfect. So it gives like both some traction, and it's not fully like that's the like rock hard. You can see that there is stone around the edges of plain marked stone at that point in time that rises up 15 feet. Excuse me, it rises up to 20 feet up to the upper stands. And then there is a singular gate that from which you cannot see beyond, that is dark and has like kind of a heavier, I wouldn't say cloak or cloth drawn across it, but the interior of it is dark. You'll have as the crowd calls out to this point in time. What you'll like to do is this kind of sudden surge of energy wafts around all of you, and the ground shudders again. You have a few moments to prepare.
Ateris is actually
going claws.
Ateris is actually going to draw her sword and make a flourish. She is going to put on a show.
As
I'm going to follow that
Raya is
lead.
with that. He's just bounces his sword a little bit before just standing side by side with Ateris.
All right, and you, Elegant?
I'm gonna do a little bit of prestidigitation and kind of whip up a little bit of wind around us so that the sort of loose sand around us kind of like booms out, and then just have like a little shower of like light and sparks swirl around our group.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough. I will have then,
Presentation.
I will have them one person go ahead and make a performance check at advantage.
I got it.
Literally
Yeah.
anyone else.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, you're the one with the good.
Yeah, my performance is great, guys. Let me do it.
Look, I
No,
suck.
no.
I suck at performance, but also this is her
Wait.
thing.
Wait.
This
Since
is
it
what she's good
performance,
at.
I am also gonna go ahead and add. Since I'm probably not gonna be using it for anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cloak of the Grand Marie and give myself an extra D4.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So as you kind of snap the cloak it wafts out. There's these pictures and images of sand that the sand picked up from Allegan and turns into these drakes that kind of swirl all around all of you, sending out and breathing sandy gusts out and around towards the stands around all of you, and the crowd cheers and applauds. All of you gain inspiration. I'm not even gonna have you roll at this
Hell
point, Tyra.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Oh,
Get it?
Come on. Don't roll like
Yo.
shit.
all right. Oh,
Let's
last thing
go.
before Rye's gonna go ahead and put on
Come
the map.
on!
Well, it's inspiration. It's not a portent. So
All right. Do
Oh,
we still
we
get
haven't
one
got-
more?
Important for
Yeah,
today.
We don't have a
You still have
bard, so we haven't had that in a while.
13.
yes. Well, so
Are
this is
you-
inspiration.
Okay.
Sorry, I rolled my portent for today and I got a nat 20. That would have been nice for initiative, but I'll hold it for portent.
Yeah, let me roll my portent for the day. Oh,
My
I
it's
got-
good to give that to
initiative
somebody
is
else.
6.
Oh, I need to roll initiative too. Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
So,
Oh, god fucking damn it. Hey, my initiative's a nat 20?
Damn!
yeah.
This is not useful. I don't want to go first.
So what's the
17
total?
for me.
Swap with me.
Oh, wait. Let's actually put it down in the
I
chat.
could use this to our advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
let's
Yeah,
you
you
can
gotta
do
put it in
things
roll 20
for,
though.
for others.
Okay, so let's do. So
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's 22. Great.
I got a 24 for initiative.
Well, I'll give
Give
you
us
don't go
6.
first.
I cry.
what did you
all right.
roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Big
As the whirling sand dragons kind of whips around everyone at this point in time, and to thunderous applause and cheers, the ground itself shudders again, and you can hear the clanking of the gate as it rises up with a heavy chunk, 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 chunk. And suddenly there's a furious squawk.
Oh.
And
Okay.
bursting out into the bright light comes not one, but 2 enormous, brightly plumed bipedal birds the size of small elephants.
Okay, Ursa has a
What
thing
the
against
fuck?
chickens and he's making us kill giant chickens.
Incredible.
Specifically, making me kill giant chocobos, so.
No! Wait, hold on. Wait, what color are they?
They're tropical.
Oh god, thank god. That
Oh, look at that.
It's sweet and
That could
sour.
have been so bad for us.
All right,
big
so I need to
board.
roll initiative for them.
Borb.
Big board.
Do we recognize what those are?
Yeah.
Anyone can go ahead and make a nature check if they're so.
Let's go.
I'm good.
Not
24.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll roll just for the shit.
Oh wait, that's right. I have good nature. I'm not used to.
Oh, wait,
Sorry, we haven't
12.
played Allegan in a hot minute. 25.
Hell yeah.
All right, so hold on this moment. So I will show this to everyone. So basically, you see this.
creature.
Axe beaks.
Axe beak.
Yes, they are giant axe beaks.
yeah.
Enormous
Lord.
axe-headed bipedal, multicolored beasts of burden and riding animals. These ones are particularly
damn it,
enormous
Yoshi.
variety from the archipelago of Cholt. They look as if they've been riled
Thank
up
you.
and have an angry temper. As their feet claw the ground and they squawk and scream and rush forward. A terrace. You're up
Yes.
first.
All right. Do I have my puppo with me?
That's the question. Did you bring Tanneril with you?
Yes. I would have wanted to.
Then I will fetch Tanneril real quick.
Thank you.
Where is Zadoge?
The Zadoge?
Doggo. We cannot.
Where that
Oh.
doggo at?
Doggo.
Pupper.
There's the boy. All right. A terrace is going to immediately get him to try and drive them apart.
Okay.
I want to separate them.
Then I will say you can go and attempt you can have a Tanneril go ahead and make an intimidation check then, if you'd so like.
Ready.
But then because this is a specific command, because Tanneril's actually on your own turn, so yeah.
His intimidation would be con, yeah?
It would be his strength.
Strength. Okay, cool.
Because
That is a
even though it's
17.
technically 17.
Nice.
I'll have him
puppy.
like blink forward and then run between them,
Okay.
nipping at their legs.
This one here seems unfazed by Tanneril, but this one here takes a sudden jerk and kind of begins snapping at Tanneril, and definitely, while the other one is more trained and focused upon your group.
Cool. Sweet. Separation success, I guess.
Well, for the moment, they can't take their movement as of yet, so.
Yes. After that, a terrace is going to activate Shukai.
Okay.
And she is going to go 1, 2, 3, 10, 20. Run over here, and she is going to make 2 attacks at this one's legs.
Okay. If you're attempting to strike directly at the legs, that is a more difficult attack than just attempting to hit
Yeah,
the creature.
that's okay.
Okay, they're still big
Right.
legs, so they're not necessarily as hard to hit necessarily the face or so, but it's a slight increase to AC.
15 plus 8 is...
That'll hit 23.
Yeah, 23. Maths.
That will hit.
And the second one is a 12.
Is a 12. That is a miss.
Okay, so the first one hits, that's fine. That is still 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of slashing damage and 7 points of fire damage.
Ow.
And that's her turn.
Alright, the slash whips out and the feathers kind of singeing catch fire, like clunk slamming into the leg. Definitely wounds a little bit, but their legs are thick and heavy and sturdy. It's going to take more damage than that in order to slow it down.
Yeah.
Allegan, you're up.
Yeah. With the nature check I made on the rock beaks, do I know if they've got like
Axe beaks.
axe beaks? Do I know if they have any like specific weaknesses to any type of element or magic?
You know that they're not. That they're actually one of the reasons that they're trained is because they're fairly hardy, resilient beasts. They're strong and large and pretty. They are flightless, but they are primarily it's in terms of the fact that they're just sturdy beasts of burden. At least typically, while the larger breeds can be more aggressive. But that is
Gotcha.
that they are not weak or they are not particularly weak to anything. They are not particularly resilient towards anything, and they don't really have a specific weak spot.
All right, then I'm gonna throw a witch bolt out.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
To the lad on the left.
Okay.
That's a natural 20
Yo.
Okie dokie.
Excuse me?
for 28.
Let's fucking go!
What is
okay,
happening?
So we do Chris Perkin rules. So it's the max damage plus the dice roll.
Okay. Okay, so the max damage is 4d12. So what would that be?
Well, you can't.
That
Wait,
would
so you're
be-
casting at a third level. Oh, yeah, because. So what level are you casting at?
I'm casting it. Or I'm sorry, 3d12. I'm casting it 3rd level.
Okay, yeah, that
36.
makes more sense. Oh yeah, so 36. Ow! This arcing just jolt of electricity. Oh, plus the dice roll, so you roll the 3d12 as well. So
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
That's 18.
so 54 points of damage.
Yeah.
Ow.
God damn!
There's this sudden just like bolt of electricity that rockets out from Allegan as it slams into this beast and creature. It lets out this squeal and squawk of pain, feathers singed and burning flying off to the side. It stumbles to one side, still standing, but a hefty chunk taken out of it. It looks
Okay.
bloodied.
Okay. For my bonus action, I don't really have one, but I am gonna move out slightly to this way, so that we are not all lumped up.
Smart.
Can you show me your walking path, please?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Oh no.
That's
Oh no.
terrifying.
Oh no. There's
Continue
shit
on.
in the ground. Ah!
Yep. Yeah, you got that too?
Anything else for you?
Everything's fine. No, but I am incredibly paranoid now. Thanks.
Thanks, Sky Daddy. I'm paranoid now.
All right, the axe speaks. This one here is going to. Let me. It rolled again. It's going to take the disengage action, and it's going to go. And no, it's not going to take the disengage action. It's just going to run away. It's not smart enough for that. So.
Alright,
One,
Tenrel's going to make an
2,
attack of
3.
opportunity.
Yep.
You're gonna do a big bite. What mode is he in, by the way?
He's infernal. He has
Okay.
not changed back to Fae since you've made the pact with Sadie's.
Alright.
Interesting.
That is a really good roll for him. 19 plus 7.
That'll hit. Their armor class is 15.
So he takes 1d6 plus 5. He's going to take 12 points of bite damage.
Ow. In response, then, it will spend then its Talon's attack against Tanril. So, 25 to hit, and Tanril takes 10 piercing damage and is knocked prone. That is, the leg just kind of kicks out and swats him to the side.
Alrighty.
Touch of the baby.
Which one did it?
The one he just bit, this one here.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that one. And then it's going to go this way and around the side, and so, since it's away from Tanril at this point in time, it's going to rush towards Allegan.
Don't do
It's
that.
going to take a beak attack against Allegan
Don't do
No.
that.
with the 4 crit.
No, it doesn't.
Why'd you?
I'm using my portent. I'm giving him a 3.
All right. In the future, just make sure to say when you're calling out your portent.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But a 3. Okay. So a 3 then will miss as the beak comes slamming down into the ground at that point in time. Or it just buries into the ground like with this heavy just dust flying inside. You could hear
Okay.
this heavy thunderous impact of metal and stone, and you look down, Allegan, just next to you. The beak is like wedged itself in, and as it pulls up, you can see that it's dented and bent and cracked metal and stone beneath the sand, but just below you.
Great.
But that is it for that one, and then this one here, is going to attack Ko. Going to attack a Terrace.
Let's go.
Talons.
Fight me, bitch.
With a 17 to hit.
Does not hit. Thank you, new armor.
And is then going to attempt
Yeah.
a beak attack against you.
Yeah, let's go.
Is anyone using their portent?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I cannot.
10. So with the heavy slams down. This one doesn't seem to sink quite as hard. It's probably distracted or weakened from the electrical blast, but that is it. It will, however, go over here. All right, then we go to Raya.
Ryan's gonna go look at Safi. Motion's like, which one am I going after?
Why are you asking me? Just go after one of them.
And go after the other one. Back
Yeah,
into yourself.
obviously.
Okay, so Raya is, since he's not that fast, he's gonna go up to this one right here. Hold on.
Okay. Well, as you take the step off there, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Fucking knew it.
I will
I
use
do
my
know that?
portent if I need
Nope.
to.
No, you don't need to. I have very good dexterity on this, so that's gonna be a 24.
24.
Okay.
You were able to, as you take a step, there's the sudden clunk that you feel beneath your feet, and there's a sudden as the trapdoor opens up beneath you, descending down into a 15-foot deep pit.
Fuck.
Oh!
Oh,
Hey guys, I think I found out why the episode's named that.
But you are able
Yeah.
to move. You are able to dodge and definitely kind of vault yourself over it. And by the time as it opens up beneath you, just
well, that's not nice. Okay. So Raya's gonna go ahead and gonna take the rapier. He's gonna do booming blade. Does he get advantage because because Allegan's right there?
you do not have enough members attacking it from the point in time. Huge creatures
Oh,
typically
right.
require 4 in order to gain advantage on
Fair
as he
enough.
turns
Fair
out
enough. Fair
surrounding.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that is going to be 14 doesn't hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. Very close, but does not.
Hmm.
With a heavy, it's able to kind of like just dodge out of the way, just like take a quick like hop step back, and lets out a squeaking squawk roar towards you in the process. Anything else?
Thinking right here, because with that booming blade, I can't really take a bonus attack right there, so I think I think for the time being, Raya is going to circle around here and just wait.
Okay, Saffron, you're up.
Oh, is it finally my turn? Does that get to go?
Saffron gets to
Stop!
Okay. So if you're on that one, I am going to just make a beeline towards this guy over here and just shoop like that, trying to avoid any traps as I go. And I'm
you do not trigger anything going that direction.
Yay! I am going to bop this thing right in the beak.
Okay.
Bop
and
it.
I am going to.
Twist it.
Smash it.
Well, let's see if I hit first.
Pull it.
Math.
Twist it.
Hold on. Math. I can
The
do
AC
it.
you're looking for is 15.
15 exactly. I rolled a 6 and I got 15 exactly. Amazing.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. All right. Oh, the thing fixed. Yay. I'm gonna try stunning strike
Okay.
as I just bonk it on its nose. So it needs to make a saving throw of
Con save.
Constitution. Yes, con save. Con 14.
It saves.
Yeah, I figured. That's all right. Still takes damage.
Indeed.
Takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Punch it again. Oh yeah, no, I've rolled a
Nice.
15. I baps you with my baps you with my claw. Baps you with my claw. That is 12 points of bopping damage.
Ow.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna unarmed strike one more time, and I'm gonna try and actually slash it with my claws, get some poison in it. Just kind of hit it across its face, maybe close to its eye, but like I'm not calling a shot. I'm just saying, just
I get you.
narratively.
I understand.
All right.
Alright, so
Roll.
go make an attack.
Oh yeah. That's a dirty 20.
Alright, so go and roll your damage.
Damage. Oh, on the table. Stay on the table. Ooh, nice.
And it fails
Alright.
its con save.
Nice.
Ooh.
Paralyzed.
Well,
Spacey.
roll your 60-12.
My 60-12. Yeah, so it's DC 16 con save. On a failed save, creature takes 60-12. I don't have this many D12s.
Wait, that's a lie.
I actually don't have them readily available. That's the thing.
There. Okay.
Right.
That I.
This is
I
the difference
believe.
between having them and having them readily available.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 10 plus. Oh god. Oh, this is so many numbers. So 17. No, other way. 18. 24. And. Hold on. 31 points of poison damage and is paralyzed for 1 minute.
It doesn't matter too much because as the claws slash out,
Oh.
you find the claws like sink in deep enough into the neck that you could feel that there's a slight, like there's almost like a thick vein that you catch, and
Artery.
you rip and pull. It just and this gout of like deep purplish blood just out into the form. It lets out this heavy moaning squawk. It just and just sinks to the ground dead.
Hell yeah!
The other one at the side of their death lets you see the plumage. All of you see the plumage on it go brilliant red, and it lets out a
I killed its
scream of
partner.
fury.
Yes. Bonded
So
partners.
Bond of
at
partners.
the end
Yeah.
of that, its turn. It's going to get its reaction attacks and is going to take a flail attack at each Allegan and Raya.
Okay.
So against Raya and against Allegan.
Woof.
That's
Just to real quick question.
Mhm.
Was the one that died the one I had the witch bolt on?
correct.
Okay.
So the Raya, that is a miss. Against you, Allegan, that is a 9. Or that is 21 points, and that is a 21 to hit for 9 piercing.
Okay.
And that hits you, so you are knocked prone as these flailing talons just begin to stamp down on the ground and all around you at this point in time.
Okay.
And you are knocked prone. Okay, and I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on your Witch Bolt.
My witch bolt would have ended when that thing died. Right?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's
Witch Bolt
right.
is one of those. Witch Bolt is one of those stupid spells that it needs to be rehauled to be more like Hex, where you can recast it after the
Recast
person
it.
is dead. But
That's-
no, Wizards of the Coast
yeah.
fucking hates you.
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast fucking hates a lot of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we go. So that's Saffron. Anything for your bonus? No, action, Saffron.
That was my bonus action to hit
Okay.
it again. So
Gotcha.
I'm done.
Okay. Terrace, you're up.
Ateris
wait, I have a
is.
super quick question.
Yes.
Sorry, super quick. Just because I used the poison, does that mean it's used? Or do I
No,
still
so,
have it?
You still so when you coat a weapon, it lasts
Yeah,
for a minute. Like when it's like typically when you're
Okay.
using a piece of ammunition, because you're expending the piece of ammunition technically at that point in most of the time. So you
Mhm.
still technically have it for a minute.
Okay,
Which by this
great.
point I
Just
think is
double
like,
checking.
yeah, it's like 8 more rounds at this point.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Continue, Terrace.
Ateris is going to help Tenorel up. Give him a pat on the butt and go fetch a chicken. And
Alright,
send
so are
him
you
over to the other one.
So are you
The chicken.
actively helping Tanner up, or is that just more for flavor?
More for flavor.
Okay.
Go
So
get the
he-
chicken boy.
Go get the chicken. He's gonna blink himself over there. And he is going to, because he just blinked, he's going to use Fiery Leap. Which means that when
Oh, and
he...
Saffron, there's a roar from the crowd behind you, and you gain inspiration.
Let's go! All right, sick.
So when he arrives, he's going to do a big bite. After he appears in a twist of flames.
Okay.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Which means he gets to do fire damage on his bite as well.
Hell yeah, go puppy!
So he's going to do 10 points of bite damage and 8 points of fire damage.
Okie dokie. Ouch. With a heavy chomp into the leg at this point in time, it lets out a raging scream, and still at this point in time, it's kind of just flailing and lashing around it. Anything for you, Terrace?
Terrace is then going to run over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go. And is going to take 2 hits at this thing. With
Okay.
Shukai. So the first is going to be a 17. The
17 will hit.
second is a nat 20.
All right.
Let's go!
Fucking go.
Oh.
Guys, how many nat 20s have we rolled already?
A
Too
lot.
many. I'm worried about what's to come.
Yeah, I'm glad that somebody else noticed that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling real shit in a minute, guys. I promise you.
Okay. Let's hope karmic dice is not on.
Alright, so the first, the non.
I mean, it almost was.
Almost.
Yeah, I
the
almost got nat 20 by
non-nat.
that beak.
Yeah. That is going to be, for the first hit, it is a 5 slashing and 8 fire. And then for the second one, it is max damage. Does that count for the fire as well?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's part of the weapon attack. It doesn't count for things that are based on saving throws, like poison.
Yeah.
Unless it deals like a specific amount of damage already, but if it's based upon the saving throw itself.
Which makes the second damage 18 plus 10. 18 plus 19 is
37.
37 points of damage.
Ow!
As
It
she
looks
takes
very bad. Is that
2 swings at this thing.
the first one kind of cuts into the leg, and the second one at this point in time whips around and draws a heavy gash along the side, flame burning away feathers and leaving a huge gash along it.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
Let me have a look. I think that is me instructing Tannerel using my bonus action?
No, because Tannerel is like intelligent enough in order for the two of you to be able to communicate and have their own initiative. If Tannerel
Okay.
was a full proper beast companion, like a horse or things like that, that requires your bonus action to have them do an action.
If that's the case, she would have also then used Maharaja's mark on this thing, which would give me an additional 3 points of damage.
Okay. Well, don't forget that also, if you had Maharaja's marked it, that also then applies on the weapon attack itself.
Okay, that would make it a 9 points of damage then.
Okay. Ow. It's not happy.
Point counts.
Which
okie dokie.
would that mean? That would also mean I get some temp HP. Cool.
Yes. Elegant, you're up.
How's
are
the other Borb looking?
The other board is dead.
No.
Or do you mean the one in front of
The one in front of me.
It
how's he looking?
looks worse off than when you had blasted the other one. Like this one, you get the feeling it's probably about down 2/3.
I'm gonna get up out of prone.
Okay.
Which leaves me with 15 feet of movement.
Correct.
But that's fine. Because I'm gonna Misty Step back to where Raya started.
Okay.
So I'm gonna boop myself back
Right there.
here.
I'm assuming not in the pit.
No. We were like right here-ish, right?
Yes.
Alright. So I'm gonna boop. I'm gonna expend that spell slot. Give me a second. And then I'm going to... I'm gonna use my wand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Sure.
Yes.
Since you're using a magical item, I will say that does not count per se, technically.
That's what I was hoping. Alright.
How many charges are you expending?
That's a great question. I'm gonna expend 2 charges to do a
Okay.
second.
All right, so you're rolling. So roll a d4 for me, please.
Sorry, guys.
It's gonna be 4 darts total.
Correct.
And so I'm rolling each of them individually or all one?
No, technically, how the spell works is you roll a single d4, and that does that damage for each of those 4. If you,
Okay,
that's
3.
how it's
No, that's
Right.
fine.
So
It's a 3
okay, so
plus
you
1.
deal
So
so
4.
16 points of damage to it with 4 bolts just fly out and kind of land smack.
Cool. And then I don't think I need to do anything with the wand. I think we're still in good ranges with that. Alright. 2 charges. Yeah, no, we're good. And that'll be the end of my turn?
All right. So, okay. So for that's that, and then it's the axe beak. The axe beak is not having a great day. 10 will hit it. Ryan missed it, so it's going to lash all of its fury down on a terrace. So it's going to make a talents attack against terrace for a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
So you take 20 points of piercing damage, and you are knocked prone.
Okay, Hellish Rebuke.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, actually, technically
so-
it's 27 because it attacks it. It's recklessly now, so.
Oh, that was a nice hit. That is going to be.
That is fail.
22 points of fire damage.
Ow. Oh, it's not quite. The flames
Close
kind
to
of
dead.
burst up and
No, put fire in these bitches one time. No, not quite.
not as it just kind of the flames wash up and around it. You can see most of the feathers around its chest kind of just burn and singe away and lets out a scream again.
And how
but
many
as the
points of
head comes
damage was that?
20 to you.
20. Beautiful.
And then it rolls a 17 to hit you with the beak. So
Which
heavy-
misses.
Yes. So that even with the advantage, it's rolled a natural on the other. So a heavy down
Terrace
into the ground. at
rolls
that
out of the
point.
way just in time.
All right, Raya, you're up. This thing is listing and like teetering back and forth.
Okay. All right. So Raya's gonna attack normally for. I'm gonna go ahead and say that an 11 is an 11 misses. However,
And 11. Go ahead.
Raya's going to say float and activate the dancing sword, short sword.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and that is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and with that is going to be 9 regular damage, and then sneak attack. 12 sneak attack, so 9, so it's 12. That's 21 damage.
All right. So as the axe beak is slamming its head down, attempting to crush a terrace, you launch and lunge forward. It's able to rip its head back just in time as you dance forward underneath it, trying to cut its neck. And as you do so, as it pulls its head back, you flip your blade up in the dancing sword up into the air, where it briefly hovers for a moment as the axe beak turns and begins to going to take a rake down towards you, and with a sudden descending swift, it passes cleanly through the neck of the axe beak, and the head falls off to the side. and the body stands there for just a brief moment, leg poised in the air, before it also into the ground.
Doesn't even look back.
And the crowd erupts into cheers. And Raya, you gain a point of inspiration.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cheers cheers of adoration in love rain down upon all of you at this point in time as you take a brief moment of heavy breather as this pit closes back up with a heavy zhunk. We are all out of initiative.
Let's
You can hear in the
go.
distance. You can hear in the distance a few cacophonous explosions and the roars of other beasts as the fights continue. But you were all then ushered and brought back by an attendant to that same platform which you had ascended up from, and then brought back down into kind of that same chamber area, nor back then towards the various different groups, many where there is food and drink provided into all of you, so you may have the opportunity to take a short rest.
Yay!
Yeah, let's
My
go.
single key point returned.
I
I'm
did
going
not.
to.
I lost nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my arcane recovery.
I'm just really glad I don't lose. I don't like have spells like that at all.
Yeah, it's killer for me right now because I'm gonna be
Or
able to get one of my
or
3 back,
resources
but not
like
my
that.
1.
Yeah, definitely don't bust anything big out until we get closer to the end.
That's what I'm
At
trying
least
to
the end
do.
of
I'm trying to keep
today.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm trying to do. Is like I didn't know how strong these things were, so I wanted to bust out at least 1 3rd level if I could. But then when
Yeah.
it got very close, I decided that maybe not,
Yeah.
and had to use Misty Step, which was not what I wanted to do, but it's fine.
It'll be
A ter-
fine.
A terrace is
Also-
bouncing.
Yeah,
It's
like a
Raya,
kid
they
just got out of
oh
Disney
my
World.
God. We
Oh, yeah.
oh, that was amazing. Yo, that was awesome. No. Alec is like Allegan with the fucking it sounds like see you with the wow. I didn't and Tanner of course with the goodest boy right there, bro. We are fucking awesome.
Don't jinx it.
No.
Safi's
I'm
currently. No, sorry, you go.
no, it's we're not jinxing it. We're just it's like we didn't even bring out the big guns yet.
Yeah, well, this is definitely more of a marathon sort of a thing. So for
Yeah.
Allegan and
These are just the
for
warm-ups.
Terrace, I know they're just warm ups, so don't really bust out the biggest stuff.
Are you filing your nails in real life?
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Safi is currently picking out all the dried poison now that it's been over a minute, and he's just kind of like, let me just get the little bit of it there. Listen, it helps that my
Like
actual
imitates
IRL nail
art.
was just a little chipped. It's fine.
It's cool. Also, is like for everyone who got hurt, right? Is just gonna just double check on them, make sure they're cool. Like, so I guess Tannerell, Ateris, and Allegan. I guess.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you can.
He's a little hurt, but he's gonna expend a hit dice to heal
Alright.
the worst of that.
All right. Since it was Riot, well, technically all of you had some big moments. So, who would come over that's interested?
I'm only missing 1 HP now. Oh no, I'm back up to full. There we go.
Ew.
Okay.
listening.
I'm not good at
Saffron, make a
math.
perception check for me, please.
Who?
Wait, who?
Saffron.
Saffron.
Oh, okay. Perception. I can percept good. How's a 25 sound?
Oh,
5 sounds great.
Did you roll a
you
natural
see,
20?
You
No,
see
I rolled a
the-
19.
You see the let's see, they went with because they had. You would see the four of the cloaked figures that accompanied, along with the Saffron Fury, are all kind of like vaguely staring at you, and they
Oh,
kind of like look
no.
away quickly when they notice you looking at them.
Yeah, just you can see it's like Safi sucked on a lemon or something like that. Just a nope,
Do,
nope.
You did
does a
this.
terrorist notice this with her
I didn't
passive?
do
does
shit.
Raya? Does the terrorist Raya notice?
What are your both your passives?
And mine's 23.
17.
Ryan, you do not. The terrace, you do.
And cat got your tongue, Safi. You don't want to
Shut up,
correct
shut
your
up.
followers?
Shut up. Shut up. Listen, the plan is if they try and approach me, I'm just gonna play it dumb. Cause I don't wanna get involved with that shit again. It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, it kind of.
And you're fine with someone
Nope.
taking your identity? Perhaps putting a
I
bad
mean-
name on you?
It's not like they're actually using my name. They're just they're copying the image, not the brand, you know?
If
And what if they start copying the image and the brand?
I mean, are they fucking tabaxi? No. So it's fine.
No, but if they start wearing little...
the one they're
orange cat
following is
costumes?
though. Just,
Yeah.
you saw the person they're following. They are a tabaxi, and while they
Are
are
they?
far more orange, yeah,
Oh no, yeah.
they
Raya
were
would've
like
said
super
that. Raya would've
orange.
told you.
They were the super orange
Yeah.
one. Which I have
That's right.
above table. I have a theory that they've like either magicked or dyed their hair.
Oh,
But-
totally.
I'm thinking.
Which, yeah, like for you, Saffron, you're kind of a little more of a dull orange. They're more like a Colcott orange,
Yeah,
Oh, I
Poppy, like-
see.
like poppy.
Yeah.
they are trying to take your identity, though. The followers maybe not, but they are just taking advantage of that.
Look, if you want me to go and fucking talk to them, I can, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think you should talk to them. Just show
Up to
them up
you.
in front of the followers.
How? I don't want to, because then they're gonna stop following me around.
Then
I
we
don't
tell
want them
to
to
go
follow me
home.
around. Yeah, because they're gonna listen to that. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not exactly the most persuasive man.
Good followers
started
listen
this.
to what their leaders say. The whole
They are
reason this
kobolds,
started.
Not exactly.
They're not really good at listening, though, are they?
Yeah, I was about to
only
say,
listen
this is the kobolds, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Are
They're
they?
not
Is it
exactly
the-
the smartest. of the
Excuse me?
bunch.
What was that
We
supposed
could
to mean?
just kill them.
I feel like we'd get kicked out of the tournament because they are other
No.
contestants.
No, we're
So,
not
Not saying
no.
right
kicked out.
now. Not saying right now, but. And Allegan just thinks back to all of his stuff that got fucked
Yeah.
up and were missing, and is
Yeah,
like,
no.
Listen,
We
Allegan,
could
just
just
because
kill
you have a personal vendetta does not mean that we can go around killing
it's
everyone,
not
alright?
Also, I need to
It's a little
rewind
bit
that
of a
back. What do you?
vendetta.
Yeah, what do you mean when you said all kobolds are dumb?
Yeah, it's
No,
a
I
little
said
racist, I'm gonna be
these
honest.
kobolds are dumb. All the kobolds we were speaking to in that cult were not smart.
Raya's just narrowing his eyes at Allegan, just like, you're on thin ice, Dr. Hugh.
No,
Alright,
no,
alright.
I'm not on
We are
ice at all.
not We are not going to subject Safi to their very obvious cult impersonator. And we're not going to get into more inter-party disputes in the middle of a tournament. We've just got our...
Yeah, please. We cannot be fighting each other, at least.
You're right. You're right.
We did well on that.
We did. We did a really
did.
good job. I do have a little bit of artery stuck on my claws, but that's fine. I'll deal with it.
I can
It's
get that off for you.
only the start, though. This was the warm-up. It's going to get harder.
Yeah.
Beasts of burden are a far distance from anything truly dangerous.
Yeah. God damn it.
What, you think they're gonna put us against, like, fucking dragons or something? Like, it's a tourney.
No.
This is a bunch
Might
of
be a bit like
rich nobles with more money than sense. It would not surprise me what they could find.
I could see what we might be up against.
I feel like you could, but if you get caught, would we get in trouble?
Are there any rules against finding out?
I don't know. Maybe we should find that out first.
Actually,
GM, are there rules?
Yes.
Don't ask.
No. I want to look through our contract that we used to sign up with.
That's smart.
Okay, that's fair. Come make an investigation check for me. I'll give you advantage.
Cool. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. 19. No,
Nice.
20. Wait. Sorry. 8 plus 12 is 20. Yes.
We are
In the
good at math,
contract,
respect.
there's the only thing that is stated is that the contestants will be pitted against unknown trials and challenges. It does not say anything that prevents you from finding out what those challenges or tribulations may be.
Then let's
I
fucking
look
do it.
down to a significantly less greasy Yana because I did presto her after her endeavors.
I was going to
Okay,
say.
I need you to understand that I tried explaining all that to Drew after the session when he got home. He looked at me and goes, I think this is the most unhinged you've ever sounded explaining a session.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
honestly.
this is the most unhinged that Midge has ever been in a session that I've been in. I should probably emphasize that.
Oh,
It's not the most
no,
unhinged I've
there's-
ever been.
It's not.
Period.
It's not. I've seen some other stuff. I've heard some other stuff too.
I did
Anyway.
once. Never mind.
On break.
We'll talk
On
about
break.
post session.
Jingle,
Break.
yeah.
Jingle.
All right. So, for you at this point in time, how are you sending Yana out to go and investigate?
So I want to do some team building exercises with my least favorite party member. I look down to Tannerell.
Damn.
I still got problems with that dog.
Yeah.
You're just a bubble. You gotta look up at you.
Tannerell, would you be able to sniff out the stable grounds where they may be keeping these creatures? I looked at Tannerell to
There's-
see if they're getting any of this.
There's a single short bark. Not a loud one, but a single short one.
A Terrace
Okay.
will give him a pat on the butt. Off you go then, have fun.
I just drop Yana on their back, and because I have 100 meters is my seeing ability, yeah.
100 feet. Well,
100
technically, how I interpret it is that you can see within it, so long as you engage the 100 feet before you plus that you can see beyond that. You can only give them commands within 100 feet.
Okay, so I can see further, but only give commands. Within the 100.
when they're within
Got it.
within the 100 feet.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do like just chill on a bench for a little bit, tell everybody to watch out for me because I won't be able to see or hear anything. Just I don't know, tap me on the shoulder or something if you need my attention very quickly.
Yeah, totally.
Of course.
And I'm gonna go into Yana's eyes and ears.
All right. So Tanneril goes off, and Yana can run along at this point in time.
And the
Just heading.
direction I'm giving her is specifically do not engage, but just observe as much as you can.
Sure thing. Go ahead. Well, first of all, we'll go ahead and make a stealth check for Tanneril, please.
Okay. We need to do like a little side thing of just the adventures of Tanneril and.
Yana and
Yeah.
Tanneril,
Tanneril.
Yana.
All right. Where is his stats? Stealth would be Dex, isn't it?
Yes.
That is a 17.
Hey, what?
17.
17. Alright, so Tanner was able to actually get about the place fairly easily. Most people aren't too concerned with keeping, or at least like with people like wandering dogs around, while dogs wandering around. It is a large city, so there are those. Tanner looks a little bit different, but it's an odd enough place. Then go ahead and make a perception check for me, please, for Tanneril. This is an advantage because they are attempting to sniff out the location.
Oh, thank you for advantage. That is going to be a 19.
A 19.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
19.
I don't.
Sorry,
I
what's
don't.
left
I
here?
don't.
The giggling.
Okay.
Anybody else not trust this shit?
Every
It's
time
I
the
don't-
DM
It's
giggles.
fine. So Tanneril is able to follow different various scents and smells. Finds themselves taken around to one particular section of the Colosseum itself, where you can see that there's a large set of heavy double doors. There are guards in and around it, so Tanneril at this point in time kind of waits patiently, and then when the sudden jumps into space and out through a portal into just beyond the gate at this point in time, and just like at this point settles down right by and like kind of to a dark corner, and then kind of nuzzles Yana on.
Am I still within 100 feet at this point?
This point, no, you are farther
Okay.
on. So Yana at this point in time begins kind of scurries off from Tanneril and begins kind of looking and searching around. There is plenty of dark corners and spots where Yana kind of moves from different place to
Do I
place.
need to make a stealth check for her?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do you have advantage?
Okie dokie. Yana has a +5 to stealth. Because she is a weasel. Thank you for advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that first one was a 1. Okay. 22.
22. It's interesting. As Yana makes their way through, is that there are lots of large cages and the walls seem very well traveled, but there's very few actual people in here, and the cages are all empty. Yana kind of continues on at this point in time and looks around and would make a perception check for Yana for me, please.
Just normal.
Yep, normal perception check.
No.
This would be based on sound, so if they have advantage on sound, they can have it. But
They yes, they do have advantage on hearing and smell.
Then yes.
Good, because that was a 5. It's another 17.
17.
No,
Yana's
no, no, no,
ears-
wait. No, it's a 17 plus 3, so just dirty 20.
Yana's ears kind of tick and quirk, and they find themselves hearing kind of this muttering of words down in one area, and they find a very faint bluish light coming out of a heavy door. At which point they are
Ooh.
able to just kind of go up to and kind of sniff at, and there's enough room for them to squeeze under it with a heavy. And they find themselves into a large arched chamber, upon of which is a replica of the Colosseum grounds, where you can see standing at it at this point in time appears to be an individual dressed in these star patterned dusk robes, moving about the table at this point in time, a heavy staff in their hand as they kind of move back and forth across it at this point in time, humming and hawing. And around the room itself, you can see various different books and potions and implements of all different kind of like ways, shapes, and forms. And in a number of very, very tiny glass jars, you see dozens of what can only be described as monstrous creatures, but in miniature.
Interesting. So this is the
And
archive, basically.
Oh, they seem alive. Make a
They were
Arcana check for me.
shrunken down. Ah.
Pick one down, Arcana, and around. 1,000
And this is
monsters on the
yours, or this
wall.
this is your Arcana, not Yana's.
Oh, okay, good. Right. Hey guys, you remember how like the whole thing where we were like, "Hey, all those natural 20s are gonna bite us in the ass"? Yeah, even with an arc. Oh, but I have plus 11, so that's still 18.
Damn.
I'm real
Don't
good at
scare
magic,
us
yo.
like that.
We also
As you're
do
looking-
still have boons from last time.
Oh, we do
This
have
is true.
boons.
You do. As you kind of like looking around at the room at this point in time through Yana's vision, you get like there's some heavy magic shit going on in here.
Okay.
In particular, as you like kind of look at this replica of this Colosseum, and it's a big replica. It's not like a tiny one. It's like it like takes up like a full, like 8-foot diameter table set up and like, for this whole thing at this point in time. You can't see into it this point in time, but you watch you hear this faint kind of crackle and pop, and there's this small kind of plume of smoke that rises from the interior of it, and the individual who's watching kind of gives a short chuckle.
Okay.
Before there's a short and kind of like ringing of the bell on the miniature itself, and he says, well, that's done. And you can see he reaches down and plucks up and out from it a few of these, well, now that are like lying limp and lifeless. It appears to be a few almost like turned gray into clay at this point in time. Molded creatures. One looks to be that of an owlbear. One looks to be that of a troll.
Ooh.
One looks to be like that of a looks to be that of a where are you? A pair of giant apes. And he kind of sets them down off to the side and just kind of like squishes them together and like kind of and adds them back into this slowly growing pile of clay.
Interesting.
We're not fighting the real things.
But we are fighting somebody who knows enough about monsters to do this.
Mhm.
You see that this individual now kind of like turns away
Fascinating.
from the table and begins kind of perusing the shelves. At which point Yana
Okay.
kind of like scooches back and may need to make another stealth check for Yana, please.
Yeah, I can do. With advantage or normal?
This is just a normal straight roll.
Okay, that's 14 plus 5, so 19.
19. You are still fairly certain that Yana is fairly well hidden as you see them peruse the shelves. You are technically within this space. You are 100 feet. You are within 100 feet away. Now that I actually realize at this point in time now I should have because it's further in. So you're about 100
Yeah.
feet away, so you can communicate with Yana.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her to like stay out of notice. But I do have a question. Of is there like a spell book or something in this room that I could like figure out how the fuck they're doing this?
There are many books in this. There are many books in this room. It would probably require Yana to peruse through a number of different books at this point.
Let's sigh. Fine.
I mean, you could certainly try.
I kind of want to.
Oh, goodness.
Will you need Yana later?
No, not necessarily. Does this individual look like they're here by choice?
Yes.
And can I vibe check them?
Make me a history check.
History check. Okay. You've piqued my interest. History, that's only a 14.
14. They are vaguely familiar to you.
In like a positive way? Do I get like a I pissed this person off at one point in time vibe?
No,
or do I
but
get...
it's like their face is familiar.
You know what? It's always good to make friends. I'm going to have Yana make a little peep sound.
Oh, goodness.
And kind of like come out of the shadows.
You see him kind of pause and like stop as well in like after observing from a creature that he was holding in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And turn his head over his shoulder.
I'm gonna have Yana do a little wave. Like stand up on her back legs and do a little wave.
He turns and sets the thing right down and turns and kind of comes closer and like peers down. It's like, I could only presume one of the competitors. Weasel is not a usual familiar type. Elegant, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Worth it.
No.
Hey, that's really good though.
Okay.
22.
22. Let me check this here real quick. Because he has that and that. 22 just meets his DC.
Oh,
Damn.
this man's
as
high
you
level.
As you suddenly feel this, it almost feels like you're looking down a dark, like a long tunnel, and you feel your body as if it's being pulled down it for just a moment, and you're able to shrug it off. And
What's the
there's a
vibe
kind
I
of this-
got off of that? Were they trying to grab me?
not grab you per se, But
Grist
it
for me,
was
perhaps?
They were trying to look back.
no, it was more of a they were attempting at that point in time to have you swap places with Yana.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I want to voluntarily fail this.
No!
Nah.
I want to no!
Mm.
Okay. You all watch as Allegan's form like almost elongates for a moment and then whoop, disappears, and in its place is Yana.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm
that's not
sorry, guys. I really want to
disconcerting.
know about this.
We
Does the
just-
wizard get the vibe that I
Yeah.
voluntarily failed this?
Screaming ensues.
You
Okay.
still have your
What?
earrings, and the earrings are within range. So
Riotflix, what happened? What happened? Where are you?
I might be fine. Just give me a second.
Yana gives a short.
I'm out of Yana's like eyes and ears.
Yeah, but it's Yana is more like kind of giving a peep, like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
On the plus
You wanna
side,
talk
we
to somebody,
have
talk to my
Kennerel
boss.
there.
Talk to my boss. Give me a second. I need to call my manager.
Mm.
But yes, Allegan, you find yourselves swapped and brought into this space where Yana was, and the individual standing in front of you, he is tall, lanky. He's probably about just a hair underneath, like 7 feet tall. Grayish hair. Now you're gonna get a proper look at him. Grayish hair. This long, almost stardust-like cloak and robe. The staff in his hand appears to be that of a mixture of scented woods that, as you kind of look over, seem to blend and meld together. And he kind of looks you over at this point in time and says, "An interesting character. Not quite what I was expecting."
Well,
Hmm.
I would have requested that you might have said something first. I would have voluntarily gotten up and come find you, but I guess this works as well.
It has been some time since I've been having to ask permission in my line of inquiry, and as
It is
wizards tend to go, it is, well, when was the last time you truly asked for permission to speak to someone you needed to?
I Allegan kind of like looks is like commiserating a look at with him. He's like, "That is fair. All right. Well, it is very good to meet you again.
Ah,
I think your face is
possibly.
familiar.
And could be very many of the places you make. Where is he?
I put my hand out to shake Dr. Hugh.
Dr. Hugh, it's a pleasure. Ramdis the Alabaster.
Okay, I'm gonna need spelling on that one.
Give me a second.
Rondius Alabaster?
Ramdis, Ramdas, the Alabaster.
Oh, what a metal fucking name. We're gonna be best friends or worst enemies. I don't know which.
I am concerned that this is the vampire lady's ex.
Don't worry about it.
You keep saying, okay, every time I hear don't worry about it, it makes me worry about it.
I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. My friends are very concerned about my disappearance. And I grasp the earring and I'm just like, I am fine. I'm having a great conversation with a lovely gentleman. Just give me a moment and I will hopefully, and I look to him, be back in time for my round.
Yes. What is your team's number?
We are the marked, so
Our team number is 15.
15.
In fact, I am preparing a beastie for you all right now.
I look over in interest. Can I see what he's working on?
Currently, there. Go ahead and make a. You can either make a history or a nature check.
Okay. I am gonna put this dice away because that is like the 6th 17 I have rolled.
17's for a total of
Blah, 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 blah. It's an 8 plus 17 is 25.
25. It looks like it's only like partially being formed at this point in time, but it has a stocky lower body, kind of like 4 legs, heavy scales at this point. Looks partially serpentine.
Now, Ursa.
Mhm.
I have one fear.
Mhm.
Is it that?
I don't know. I'm not sure what the fear is.
Ursa,
Oh, I
yes,
know,
you
I know.
do.
Yes, I do. No,
I have
it's not
one
that.
thing that Allegan is afraid
this-
of above all
this-
things.
This has too many limbs for that.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Oh, what are you preparing for us on the field? It looks vague at the moment.
There's a twinkle in his eyes. Like, well, is that not part of the fun in the overcoming the challenge? Is to not know and to adapt on the fly? At least these were the instructions imparted to me.
You may have a point. I was attempting to use my creativity to find out a bit earlier.
Oh, which I can certainly understand and respect. I will give you a small piece of advice. I would bring fire.
Good to know.
But yes, it's
Quickly pass that to the group.
Also, go ahead and make another history check since now you know his name.
Advantage or straight?
This is with advantage.
Okay. I guess today is 17. So that's 22.
22. The Alabaster you're not certain of, but Rumdus is a name you are actually familiar with. He was another former teacher, and is actually now sometimes part lecturer at the Yalashan University.
That is where I know you from.
Yes, he is the head of the zoological studies. So he specializes in conjuration magic.
Yalash. You are the head of the department. Dr. Hugh, I work in the medical and evocation department.
Of course. One time. It has been a few years since I have retired, but I occasionally still come in to guest lecture. Of course, it is always a pleasure to meet a fellow colleague. Please come. Let me show you a few of my finer works. I cannot guarantee as to what your compatriots may be facing if you do not join them, but perhaps you would like to overwatch and oversee while they come to
I
terms
would love
with.
to. I was at your lecture on the creation of owl bears. It was fascinating.
You see, I've also come to ascertain that they were first based off of a Feywild creature at this point, and there are still points in where I've been able to find remnants of primeval versions of the beasts themselves. Huge, enormous, have quite the taking of fancy. They have more coloration of birds of paradise than most of the modern days, but as Fey tend to be. And he kind of launches into this short discussion with you.
We're both nerding out real hard.
When suddenly there's this heavy thump, 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 thump upon the door. Oh, my apologies. I think I'm overdue for actually preparing the next round.
I will not take up more of your time, but
and the
if you ever
door
wish
kind
to
of
speak
opens
again.
up at this point in time. It's like, what is he doing? And you see coming walking in at this point in time, the Overduke. Very cut jaw, blonde hair, blue eyes, kind of stops as he looks down at you and along with the individual there. It's like,
Are we hearing this over the
No,
ear communication?
I don't
Nope.
think we can hear
Please
that.
tell me I have them on speakerphone.
nope.
I don't. I don't think it works like that.
That's fine. Nah, that's
Or are
fine.
they just hearing my half of the conversation?
Nope, they don't hear any of it unless you actively engage message. Like you have to be actively touching the earring in order to cast message.
Oh, I would just be like kind of hanging on to it is the deal.
Then I would say they would just hear your side of it. They would not hear what's
Perfect.
going on around.
So you guys get this long diatribe of like them getting really nerdy about like really like specific arcane aspects of the Feywild. And then you just hear, "Oh, Duke, it is good to see you. Sorry, just a bit of accidental teleportation. Well, not accidental. It was purposeful, but also,
You
anyways."
were looking for your dog. Tenorel's still there.
Which
I
at
was
this
just
point,
leaving.
Yes. Well, you do come by. We shall have tea sometime. I will. Are you staying in any location? I would be happy to offer an evening of pleasant discussion with a fellow colleague.
I write down the information for where we're staying and hand it
Wagon
over
in
real
the
quick.
field.
Yep, wagon. Well, I give him more than that. Like I give him a little bit of coordination, but you know what I mean.
Understandable. The overdeck is supposed to say, "You have a job, my good sir. You have a. Is that?" He pauses and looks at Algan. Let's see. Is he actually retain enough information, like of your facial recognition, to actually recognize you? Nope. He doesn't care enough about you.
That's
Boy. Good.
exactly what I want from a duke. And then I kind of look back to my friend and say, "Do you mind kind of like motioning to like switch places?"
Of course. And he kind of like, you see his hand twist again in a motion that you remember seeing. There's this sudden, the kind of blur of motion. And Allegan, you find yourself back in the spot where Yana is, and currently, you find there's this sudden squish as you find yourself landing on a piece of fruit.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
How you doing?
I was very good until somebody filled my pants with peaches. And I'll just stand up and clear
You see
away
that there-
the fruit.
Yeah, there's a half-eaten, like, well, at this point, half gnawed on piece of weasel fruit.
What the fuck?
Can you explain what happened?
I was voluntarily kidnapped and had a fantastic conversation with a new friend.
You
First
have,
off, what-
have no trust or interest in the Fae until it comes to your nerd friends.
I don't trust it. I can still talk about it.
Did you give him your name?
Of course, he is a colleague from Yalash.
What the fuck is he doing here?
Well, he's a guest speaker. He used to work there full time, but this is his new outreach. He has the most incredible setup. He will be visiting for dinner at some point. I did invite him. As
What?
he basically took his hand off the earring when the Duke came in, so all y'all heard was "Oh, Duke," and then nothing.
Hey,
I'm sure
Um,
this will be fine.
Yes.
did the Duke say anything to you?
No, he didn't even recognize me, which is probably for the best.
Actually, no. That sounds about right for a Duke. Damn.
Yeah, it is a concern that he will recognize me later, though.
Did you at least find out anything?
Oh, yes, we're going to be facing something that we need fire against it. It's serpentine, not a ton of legs. I'm not
And
exactly
you're
sure what it is,
sure
though.
that this is not some ploy to,
No,
throw
no.
us off? Because
no,
I
he was
have
prepping-
fire. I do
Okay.
not have ice.
Well, I can take care of the other specifics if he was lying, but I don't think so. He was very, very good man.
But hold on, Doc. You said you were giving descriptions, but you said it like you weren't sure
if those descriptions were correct. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, so none of the creatures we're fighting are real. He's making them. They're constructs.
I'm pretty sure that I cut into something that was real, that was flesh and blood.
No, no, no.
I'm
It's,
gonna check my claws.
There's blood.
it is very, very real. But the fascinating aspect is he has a storage system and a creation system for these creatures. I'm going to be honest, I don't understand it at all. But we're talking about a incredibly talented wizard with an expertise in zoological functions of multitudes of magical creatures. He basically
Hey.
wrote the book on owl bears.
Hey, Ursa? How long was this Colosseum being put in creation again?
It's been put in here creation for a while. Like the call out for it has been a couple months now at least.
Ryan's gonna open up his book real quick.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna write Tanis.
Okay.
Uh,
There's a brief moment, and then. Hello, Raya. What can I do for you?
hey, hey, Tanis. I hope my journals have been giving you a lot to think about, but here's an odd question. Is there any, aside from just the being in a crossroads and that being political, are there any other notes of interest for the city of Emrys, like arcane, planar, anything of that nature?
Emrys?
Certainly, well, at least not of late. There's
Not Emrys.
stories that regarded towards of that.
What is this town again?
Emrys.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
that's what I
Emrys?
thought. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
Emrys.
Oh.
Don't gaslight me.
Sorry.
I
Hi,
got very
Fergor!
Uh, not as such. Most of the Grand Dukes, Merchant Dukes there tend to not partake lightly to any wizards and that stay for any particular period of time, where, in fact, more than a few have gone missing as far as I am aware, well, or at least are very quickly ushered out of the city.
Wait, is he
They
not here
don't.
voluntarily?
There are also stories in regards that there is a secret archmage that resides within the city in itself who wishes to keep to themselves so that they can continue to perform various different experiments and to the delight of the various different dukes themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right for him.
You said recently. Was there something here before Emrys that you knew about?
There are still stories in regards to that uh, of the ward of the old Duke of the Keep itself, that regards that he still has some connection to the spiritual plane and the natural pull and tether of the area itself, and it is you are close enough towards that of the Dragonback near the Owl Hold and similar that it can at points of time be leached into the various different realms, and the Shah itself has been known to have different magical phenomena pass on through. So it is certainly not without possibility, but of distinct importance of the area itself, none that I can remember.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Tanis, and I'll be sure to tell you how the rest of the day goes.
Of course, more than happy to provide. If you need anything else, feel free to always write.
All right. Raya closes the book. Okay, I'm sorry.
This
The
is
music
not,
changed.
The music
this
was
is not what I expected to play.
Okay. All right. So I'm guess it's like so. I guess I'm just hopefully being paranoid.
Hmm.
And it is at this point in time, that all your group's name and number is called once more to enter back into the arena for your second fight of the day. And we'll take our break there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We'll make you wait too long before we get to the second fight of the day and see how the group fares against whatever awaits them in the pit.
Surely nothing will go wrong.
Back soon.
Surely nothing.
Dun,
bad
dun,
ever happens
dun.
to the
Nothing can go
Kennedys.
wrong. Ba-ba-dap, boop-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo.
Hello, everyone. We're back. Welcome
Fitness
on.
and pace for
I
Tap.
will change the chicken chasing song.
No, it's great. I think it's
I
wonderful.
love it.
It's whimsical skedaddling music.
It's whimsical skedaddling music, and it's fairly appropriate until actual combat begins.
Okay.
But yes, hi, hello, everyone. Welcome on back. We all just left off with an abrupt meeting between
Wizards.
between wizards. So with that at the point, as the group itself
Wizard
is
play
being called,
day.
indeed, being back into the arena itself, you're all led down to the same kind of area at this point in time, lifted up onto the same platform as the crowd is once more kind of sounds a little bit antsy up above, before eventually the Overduke's voice returns at this point, and says, "Our apologies for the delay, but now without any further commencement, please bring it all." And up you rise. Up and as the doors at this point in time fold out open, that same kind of drifting sand comes back out to all of you at this point, lifted up into that same arena, to the adulation of the crowd itself as it closes beneath you, and you wait. Is there any preparations that are taken and being made?
Just just stretching. Making sure that everything's on him.
Alright.
Making sure that we're all here.
An interesting thing you all note at this point in time, but there is no exit gate at this point. Ignore this bit of here. Ignore it. There is no exit gate at this point in time. The walls around you are all perfectly smooth. Still rising up and slightly higher at this point in time. Or perhaps you're all slightly set deeper.
Don't
And
like
that's
that.
just
I'm
it.
drawing everything. I'm drawing everything.
Disengage
shift and
action.
There's this momentary shift and shudder against the floor as this rippling wave runs out towards the edge of the walls, and suddenly there are splits that open up in each of them, and this sound of rushing water falls out of this and begins coating the floor. Water spills out until eventually about a foot of water covers the arena floor at this point in time. It's a little bit of a struggle to wade through. And there's this sudden
Dodge action.
hefty sound of grinding stone, and two enormous, can only be called pits, opens up, and water begins to fall down into with a heavy splash. And you see rising out from one of the pits a long, large, serpentine, heavy maw-like head filled with razor-sharp teeth. And then you see a second, and a third,
Oh
and
no.
a fourth, and a
Are we
fifth.
fighting a fucking Hydra?
You're all fighting
I
a
think
fucking
we are.
Hydra.
God damn it!
Let's
Hey.
fucking go.
Ursa, real
Oh,
quick.
I need
hell
you
and
all
high
to go
water.
ahead and roll initiative, please.
Real quick.
Uh,
This is the last fight of the day, right?
Yes.
While
Okay.
we're preparing, could I cast
Pull it
Launch
all
Stride on
stops.
myself?
Yeah.
Yay!
Finally,
Okay.
some good fucking initiative.
Okay, alright.
You're too
26.
big.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, I'll just put it in.
21.
23.
21.
I think Saffron has a faster initiative than you, Elegant, so I'm going to put them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's with my bonus.
Yeah. But yeah, but I think Saffron has like a +4 to their dex, and you have like a +2, 1.
Yeah, but I only rolled 16. They rolled 21.
Oh, I thought you said you repeated the 21. That was so my brain was going.
Oh, no.
You're fine.
I didn't
And
even
you,
realize I had said it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Burned into my fucking cortex.
and a terrace for you.
Sorry, choking. 23.
Oh no!
Don't do
Stop
that.
choking on meat.
Shut!
Side eye.
We aren't shit. Let's be honest, we ain't shit. Wow.
Okay. I imagine
a
it can
large-
swim underneath.
It's a large, enormous creature. So, at the top of the round at this point in time, Raya, would you care to lead us off?
Sure. Okay.
Hey, you're the one who decided to put stuff into initiative. That ain't me.
It gives me Dex and Risma, okay? Alright, shit.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Shut up. Okay, so I think Riot is going to test. Is just gonna test how it how hitting it goes. So he's going to. This is not what I want. He's gonna dart in. Do I have to go right here, or do I have to go a bit closer? Can I hit it from here?
You have to pretty much go to the edge of the kind of that red square, basically.
Right here.
Hold on 1 second. I need to just check something here real quick.
I am not entirely sure.
Yeah, you're fine right there.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, does a 26 hit for the rapier.
26 will hit.
Okay. So that is going to be where's my D8? Where's my D? Oh, there's my D8. How much of D&D is just trying to figure out where your dice is?
A lot.
Yeah,
So much.
seriously.
Okay. So that is going to be 10. That's going to be 10 piercing damage
Okay.
and sneak attack. 14 sneak attack damage.
14 sneak attack damage. All right.
And
The
then
blade sinks into the hide. It sinks, but it's a lot of a massive creature. You're not sure necessarily how much, how much of that it takes notice, but it's definitely certain drew its attention.
And then he is going to go ahead and what is the thing? Oh, right. He's gonna actually have the dancing sword in his hand and actually make an attack with that.
Okay.
All right. Fucking. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does hit.
Okay. So it's not. It's like so. Its armor class is hopefully not 20.
Don't jinx it.
I don't fucking know. Okay. And that is going to be that is going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And Raya's going to back away. Hold on. How much was this? 15. He's gonna. Okay. Raya's gonna back away right about here, just in case.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to take its legendary action to make a bite attack against. It just has one.
Okay.
Just.
Fine. It just says one.
It's going to bite at a terrace.
Ah, damn it.
I've been blessed.
20 to hit.
Does hit.
Alright, as the head kind of like rockets forward 15 feet and just crunches onto your armor. The heavy chomp. The head retracts and at this point in time lets out a hiss.
You've got disadvantage on that roll. To attack.
20
Tenorel
is the lower roll.
Because, okay, bugger. I was gonna say, because Tenorel's right beside me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so then we go to a terrace. You're up.
So how much damage was that, sorry?
11.
11. Cool. A terrace is going to shoot one of those poisoned arrows.
Okay.
21 to hit.
It's
So it does. Eight, just poison. He needs to make a con save.
I'm going to use my curse.
The fuck? Curse?
Rude. Yeah, curse
Yeah.
dice.
Oh, fuck.
Are you shitting me?
Fuck you.
Oh my god!
Alright. What was the damage?
You took 12 piercing from the arrow, and then an additional 2d12?
6d12.
6d12 for the fucking poison. Okay. That's fine. 19, 29.
You'd blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, and unconscious, but not poison. Well, it's my own fault.
30,
Hee
42, 48 points
Little tee-hee moment.
of poison
Ow.
damage. And if it
You
failed, it's
watch as-
paralyzed.
Basically, it's like one of the heads kind of like whips around, it's like kind of pulled back to you. Your bow pulls back and launches through it, and it pierces into the head, and it kind of gives a heavy gurgle as the poison rockets through its system, and you watch as one head just basically pops and just sinks down and followed quickly by a second head just foaming at the mouth.
If it failed, it's also paralyzed for a minute.
Mhm. It does get a save at the end of each of its turns, but yes, it is paralyzed for at least its turn.
Yeah. She's going to make her second attack.
Okay.
And is going to run in and take a swing at it.
Okay.
Using her bonus action to activate Shikai.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits, and that is an automatic crit.
Okay. Which means they take so that's an automatic crit, which means double damage, doesn't it?
No, it means we're doing Chris
Okay.
Perkins crit, so it's max damage plus the dice roll.
Yeah. So that's 19 plus 6. So 25 points of damage.
And that's max plus the dice roll?
Mm-hmm. Which, 12. 18 of that is fire damage.
Okay. Saffron. Oh, Tannerol. Anything for them?
Yeah, Tenorel's going to blink and bite.
Okay.
So they are going to make a bite attack. 15?
15. 15 misses. And that's an advantage?
So, nope. 18.
Is that at advantage? 18? Yeah. That is a hit and the automatic crit.
Okie dokie. Which means 11. Sorry. Plus 12 is 23 plus. Seven points. 23 plus 7 is 30 points of bite and fire damage.
Ow. Alright. Saffron, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to do the only thing that Safi thinks is sane. He is going to shoot his arms out, and vines are gonna start growing, and he's gonna shoot it at the Hydra and pull himself onto it, and is gonna try and ride it like a fucking cowboy.
Let's go, baby!
The little mad lad.
So I need to make an attack roll against.
Yes, they are. It is an
Good.
advantage.
It is an advantage. Okay, cool.
Because it is paralyzed.
Sick. So it's either... Yeah. 13 plus 9 is 22.
I feel like Ursa's regretting giving us the poison.
22.
A little bit.
22 hits.
Sick. So I am instantly just phew, and I'm sitting right on top of it.
Alright.
Also deals an additional 66 piercing damage.
So
I'm
because
going
this
to do more
technically counts as a melee attack,
Is it-
it is a crit.
Okay, sexy. So what is 6 times 6? Someone do math for me.
Oh,
There's
God,
36.
36.
36 plus... And then I roll that too? Jeez Louise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. So that's 36 plus 5. No, stay on the fucking table. 15 and 17. So 36 plus 17.
That is gonna be.
And
55.
is that also with your normal dice?
Do I also do just like a regular melee on that?
Yeah, it counts as like your regular melee
Okay.
attack because you're making
Right,
the
right,
attack
right.
and plus the additional damage.
Okay. Does the regular attack also have the crit condition?
Yep.
Holy shit. All right. So 17 for just the vines, and then
So yeah,
then it would be
53.
12 plus another 8. So
73.
20. Yep.
So 73 total.
70
So-
fucking 3. Nuts.
Saffron just launches these vines that go rocking through it and just piercing into a heavy chunk of the chest, and as they just launch forward, just smash through 2 of the heads with a heavy and just splatter them.
Oh no, it's gonna grow back though. Fire.
If it's not paralyzed.
But that was my action.
Currently, all the
And-
heads are dead and like lolling listlessly in the air at this point, just like. But the body itself
Okay,
still
okay.
seems alive.
Yeah, because this is fucking Hydra bullshit. Okay. I don't think I'm looking at my items really desperately right now. I don't think $2,500 gold worth of lingerie is gonna help me.
It could, you
It
never
might.
know.
It
It's not that
might.
kind of
It's
show.
fine.
It is not that kind of show.
Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch. Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
deduced the
bop it
Hydra.
again.
Alright.
I'm just bonus action unarmed. Just gonna bop it one more time.
Sure thing.
And just, I mean, it's paralyzed. I don't even need to do this. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's a 13 plus 9, 22 again. It's at advantage. Nope, I don't crit. All right, that's fine.
Well, it's still an auto crit because it's still paralyzed.
It's still an auto crit, right? So then it's already 12 plus another, so 20 more points of damage. And that's my turn.
20 more points of damage. Okay. Another head loss. Well, so at this point in time, the body splits, which this makes things very interesting. Where are you? Where is my... There you are. Saffron, as you punch down, you feel that your fist sink into and through the flesh with this all of a sudden just heavy, and then it hits something hard with a heavy. And as you pull down, the body shifts and reels.
Uh-oh.
And you
Uh-oh.
see,
I think I want off this ride. Ah!
and you see the head. You see the body at this point in time now, kind of begin to kind of split part, and there's this whitish carapace shining through.
Carapace?
Oh.
Halligan, you're up.
What the fuck is going on, Ursa? Explain.
You'll find out. It's not its turn yet.
No, I would like to look at that and see if I can understand what the fuck is happening.
Make a medicine check.
Terrifying, sure. Okay. Medicine?
Yes.
24.
24. As you are kind of like studying and looking in at this creature, this thing, there definitely is the body of a hydra in itself. But as you look a little bit closer, and you can see that where the skin is, it almost looks like it's been molded or stitched around something. And it's something gives you the heebie-jeebies about it.
I don't like that.
The Heebie and the Jeebies? Uh-oh.
But what if I don't want heebies nor jeebies? Okay.
Crisp it family.
Great. I would like to point at both. Let's see. Yeah. I want to point at both Terrace and Raya and say, do not say I never did anything for you. And I'm going to cast haste on both of them.
Okay.
As I do that point, I bite into a bit of licorice.
Okay.
And we both, just as a reminder, get +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws and gain an additional action on each of your turns. The action will be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And then I'm gonna follow the same route if I can that Raya did to get here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be one over.
All right. The Hydra's turn. Since the Hydra
Before
basically...
it makes its save, I'm giving it my portrait roll of a 1.
All right.
To
Mean. Do it.
Fair enough. Well, since... Well, I'm also saying at this point in time that you still have your portrait roll at this point, because it does not regenerate at this turn because of the fire damage dealt to it. So
I'm not
the
worried
Hydra
about the regeneration.
dies.
I'm worried about the paralyzation.
I understand. Well, the Hydra dies.
Why did you
Hey.
emphasize that?
Why'd you have to say it like that? It makes me feel like
Saffron,
something's...
for you, as you watch as the Hydra at this point in time begins to sink, the flesh on it peels apart from where your fist had hit it, like from the damage it had taken.
No.
The body no longer able to hold and conform, and you see a face staring up at you as bloody insect-like wings unfold out from it.
That's nasty.
Stage 2! No! No!
And you would see a horrific, almost like devilish form.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you know what this is?
Wait, I actually might. Insect and devilish?
Mm-hmm.
I might. Oh no.
If it loads, there we go. Comes
Oh.
rocketing up out from the body, the fleshy body. Like this form looks emaciated and covered in a pale grayish, almost chitin-like carapace with vibrating dragonfly-like wings covered in Hydra blood. Wield no polearm, but they have a long stinger and tail ending in a stinger with heavy claws. And it takes, because it rises up out of the corpse at this point in time and dives upon Saffron, since they're right there.
Uh-huh. You want to show a group what the full art is? Cause fuck these
Yeah.
guys.
These guys are great.
that?
Guys.
It's a
Oh,
bad
god
time.
damn it, I do know what this is and I hate them.
Yeah.
Oh, I love bone
A
devils.
bone?
Yesterday.
It's a bone devil. I'm just glad it's a bone devil and not the other thing I had considered it to maybe be. So this is still bad, still
Lesser
real
of
bad.
two evils.
Yeah, lesser of two
Alright,
evils.
so it's going to make 2 claw attacks
Two
against you,
evils.
Saffron.
Yay. Okay.
2 evils, haha, I have you now.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Alright. Hit me.
Also,
one
fuck
knows
you.
that
I
in the
knew it was a
service-
trap to tell us to bring fire.
You did need the fire, because otherwise you'd still be fighting the Hydra.
Yeah.
I
but
make
yes,
good
it's-
friends.
but
You
it-
just don't
so-
always tell us everything.
A 19 to hit you, Saffron?
Misses.
A crit.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Alright, so you take
Ow.
It's only
17 points of slashing damage.
17 points of slashing damage.
And it's going to make a stinger attack against you.
Ow.
The music is a play
Which is a 16,
is.
which misses.
It misses, yeah.
This is
As
ominous
the stinger
music.
just kind of
Damn.
rockets past you, attempting to grab and swat at you. But at this point in time, then, because it hit you, actually, no, it's. No, it's at this point in time. It's going to then fly to here and watch as the
Oh.
body now slowly begins to sink into the pit down below.
Oh, no.
So Saffron, at the end of the Hydra, technically the Hydra's turn, the body begins to sink. So
I'll
you
deal
are
with
now,
that in a second.
You are now immersed in water as you have left the individual's range, and you are now 15 feet below the actually, no, you're not 50 feet. You're 10 feet below the edge of the arena itself. So you're
That's fine.
basically you sunk down 25 feet at this point.
That's okay.
Raya, you're up.
Is it hovering off of the ground, or how high off of the sand is it?
It is hovering basically off the ground sand area, which at this point in time it is 10 feet up off the ground.
I can work with that. Is it focused on Safu?
It's kind of like watching with glee as Saffron sinks into the water down below, but it's definitely aware of all of you as the eyes kind of turn to survey the field.
Okay, so there's that. So is it a bonus action to drink a potion?
Yes, it is an action to defeat someone else. You can also use your hasted action to use a potion.
Cool. I'm trying to glean if I want to use something right now or later. I will use it later. I gotta figure out exactly what all it can do right now. So Raya is going to Raya's gonna take out a few Raya's gonna go ahead and take out a few cards.
Okay.
Right around here.
Yep.
And he's gonna go ahead and toss two at him.
Okay.
So does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. It kind of clanks
Wait.
off the carapace with a heavy thunk.
All right. That's not what I want to do. Stop that. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
You just see Raya throw one card at it. It clinks. He gets annoyed, and he does the other card at a bit of a curve, and it hits for where the fuck is my D4? 4. Not 4. It's 7. 7 piercing damage.
You watch as the card cracks into the carapace and falls to the ground.
All right. Too bad I don't have too bad I can't talk shit to it right now. I don't think it can understand me. And gonna throw
Did you
one more
use your
card
haste
face down.
stuff?
That was no my haste stuff was throwing the second card.
Okay.
You get the feeling that the card did not damage it in any way.
Concerning.
Yeah, it's a bone devil. They're fucky.
Okay, so he's gonna take out the blunt short sword then,
Okay.
and then his turn.
All right. Ateris, you're up.
Alright, for starters, I am going to cast Summon Beast Flying.
Okay.
Because we need something else that can fly around like this bastard.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it a small, like, Tenorel with wings. This, like, spirit form of Tenorel
You are
with,
not
like, little
allowed to
bug fly
make my.
wings.
You are not allowed to make my fake corgi
I am.
into your Muppet.
Tenorel is not a corgi, thank you very much. He's a very good boy.
Find a token.
Thanks.
Here we'll take off-brand Tannerel.
Brand. With such indignation, too.
You just sound so bad.
So just tell me where you want it.
I want them to be like right where that bird devil is, because they're gonna make an attack.
All right. Okay, we'll put it right there.
So they are going to do a multi-attack of mauling. So it is going to. First roll is a 15.
15 misses.
Second roll
Let's
is a
look on the words of the
17.
past. 17 will hit.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. 11 points of piercing damage.
The maw kind of chomps into it, so it like whizzes on past, and then you can see the carapace crack and shift, and lets out a hiss towards it.
And then it's going to use flyby to get out of range. So
Sure thing.
it will move like 20 feet away, and because flyby, it doesn't take opportunity attack.
Correct.
Ateris is then going to use her 2 remaining actions, because thank you, that spell was the haste use.
Haste is great.
Haste is awesome.
2 additional ones to use.
Haste does not allow you to cast a spell.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
use
only
one of my
attack.
haste actions to use my arrow. I'm shooting silver arrows at this thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to be making 2 shots with the arrow.
All right.
The first one is a 19.
Hits. Well, you're
Is it-
making one shot because haste is a single weapon attack.
Yes. But I've got 2 attacks per action.
Right, but haste specifies
single
only
weapon.
as-
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's not the Baldur's Gate one.
Yeah, my brain.
It's yeah. Baldur's Gate has everyone.
So
messed up after going back
19
to
to
D.
hit. This is what I get for playing Baldur's Gate again recently.
Happens to the best of
It
us.
is blame the bald capybara.
And that is a 12 points of piercing damage, silvered. So it should be full damage.
It does. It clump. Oh wait, no, you edged your cards with silver, didn't you?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, so it did take the damage from that then. Okay, so
Good to know.
I had forgotten about that. My apologies.
No, it's all good.
I will my bonus action. For that, I'm gonna rally. So. I'm gonna give some temp HP to Allegan.
Thank you.
That is.
Okay.
You get 6 points of temp HP. And then Tenorel will make a blink bite at this thing as he leaps.
Okay.
So he will blink over this way. And that's a 16. Does the 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Okay, he misses.
Their armor class is 17.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right. Okay. So I'm assuming then it's still. So did this end? Where did you want this one to end? My apologies for best.
Uh,
Like there.
yeah, about there.
All right. Saffron, you're up.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go to the edge of the pit and climb. Because I'm a tabaxi and I have the same climb speed as my walk speed, so I just get out.
Fair enough. I would say then
Fucking
you could
gremlin.
also probably would have used like a Hydra head that's kind of like slowly slipping off the side of. So easy enough.
Just parkour. Shit. I used my one distance thing. Ah. I am. Gosh, I really don't got shit if I'm not in melee. Ah. Can I try and get a running leap at this fucker?
Yeah, he's only 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah. But he's over the pit, right?
He is. Yeah.
So can I, like...
You could attempt to
Jump
leap
at
and
him
grapple onto him.
Yeah, kind of do that.
Sure.
It's all I could really do.
Sure. So you take
Alright.
go 10 feet like this, and then
Uh-huh.
sure. Then go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics? I can
Yes,
do
because
this.
this is a straight just leap to try to grab onto him.
Athletics is what again? Athletics plus 2. 18!
All right. So now you need to make an attack in order to hit him.
Okay. I have a much better bonus. Okay. Yeah. Dirty 20.
Nice.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
So, this point in time, because of this is if you can hit him, or do you want to hit him and do damage, or are you grappling him? Because it's one of the two at this point in time.
I want to try and... Okay, this is a little fucky. I would like to use, sort of like a funky version of my open hand monk ability where I knock someone prone, but I essentially just tackle them to the ground.
That's fair. I get that you're just basically trying to knock him out. You're trying to rugby tackle him out of the air.
Yes.
Sure. All right. Then
Do
this
it
is gonna
Aussie
be a
style.
contested check for him then. So that's a hit. So then. So
If anyone wants
are-
to give their shit portent roll.
I
Which
don't.
is-
Yeah,
I
I'd
do
love
so
to get
now.
a shit port and roll. I'm gonna do a 7. That's what you get.
All right, it's 7. So that'll bring then their total to. See, yeah, they don't actually train that, so that'll bring their total to an 11.
Which is a
So,
fail.
Yeah, which is a fail. So they are knocked prone. I'm gonna say because the how you're jumping goes there.
Yeet!
We
Yikes.
are
this is
such a
good.
scrappy group of people.
It's
Okay,
great.
so I'm gonna have both of you then go ahead and make dex saves.
Alright.
In order for the this is just for the damage.
What is that? Oh, geez, that's bad.
All right, so
A
We have
10.
We have
Total.
boons.
all right, that is
Yeah,
the DC,
boom.
that is the DC. Well, so yeah, like a DC of
Oh, okay.
you're just falling 10 feet. So
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
so you each take
Wait, slow
3
falling?
point.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember if I have yeah, I have slow fall, so I'm fine.
Then you don't
regardless.
take. Yeah, then you're fine. Then he takes 3 points of damage, but he's technically not knocked prone from that, but he's knocked prone from being hit by your thingy. Okay.
Okay. Is that all
that-
I can do with my turn?
No. So okay, so that's one attack, which technically at this point in time, because you hit him in the attack, you could still technically do damage because you're not grappling him.
Okay.
Because it's
Stunning
acts like a normal
strike.
attack.
I'm gonna try.
Well, I think you're using the stunning because it's not the stunning strike, or is it the one that's knocking prone at the point?
Okay,
use
I
both
will
of
attack him again. I will attack him again, and the goal is stunning strike. So first, let us see if I hit. Please don't roll like shit. Oh yes. Oh, that is very hit. 26
You do have
to
advantage
hit.
because he is prone.
I have advantage. Let's see if I crit. Oh no, I only got one extra. That's fine. So now it's 27 to hit, but no, it's still
All
not
right, that
crit.
does hit. Yes.
So, stunning strike. So I need you to do con 15 or no, con 14 save. Damn.
Wait, actually, yes. So he does make the con save for that.
Okay, that's all right. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Okay.
And one extra bonus. I'm gonna try stunning strike again.
Okay.
Okay. First I roll to hit. That is 18?
18 will hit. His armor class
Okay.
is 17.
Okay. So, stunning strike again.
Okay, what's the damage?
The damage is another 9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. All right. So for them, stunning strike is a 21.
Son of a bitch! Okay, that's fine. And I'm just sort of sat on top of this thing, just sort of wailing on it, and that's my turn.
Yep. Allegan, you're up.
Fuck it up,
Lovely.
Alien.
I would like to fuck this thing's day up if I might.
How would you like to do so?
Please do not be resistant to anything electricity based.
Oh.
Witch Bolt. 4th level.
Leech bolt. All right. Still have to hit it. Currently, because you're making a ranged attack, it is prone. Your attacks are at disadvantage.
Wait. It's prone or I'm prone?
It's prone.
It's prone.
Okay, not great. If it's prone,
I will remember
don't-
everybody that you can use portent dice in order to overcome disadvantage, and just give someone that if you wish.
I can give you.
Oh shit! No, I'm an evocation wizard. Fuck this. Shatter. I'm gonna make it so that Safi, has a thing. Give me a second. What's my thing?
Yeah,
I have a
I
thing.
succeed, right?
You can choose a number of creatures up to your intelligence modifier too that you can shape the magic
Succeed on
around.
the roll.
Sick.
Is it
This
succeed
is still
or
gonna hurt.
is it
I mean,
succeed or
no,
is it that
it's
they don't?
not.
It's
I have evasion. It's not gonna hurt
It's
for
Oh
me.
shit.
Go.
Well,
No,
it's a
it-
Go
con save.
nuts.
It will hit
Oh,
you.
it's death
because
save. Damn.
cons-
All right, it's fine. It's fine. That's okay.
As your
I will
spell
take the
attack-
damage.
And wizard and your spell blah 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 blah. Sorry, give me a second. Sculpt spell.
You're good, you're
When
good.
you're an evocation spell that affect other creatures that you see, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus your spell's level. The chosen creature automatically succeeds on the saving throw against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half damage on a successful save.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So, yeah,
no
Saffron does
damage
not
for
take damage.
Safi.
Are you also pulling back
Yippee!
to Tendril?
Boop.
and
Yes.
the main thing, and
Okay.
and this thing, I guess.
They can like move it at that point in time, so it wouldn't like encounter them at that point because that thing's like 20 feet up in the air, so shadow wouldn't even reach it really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, con save.
Con save from that bitch.
17.
Fuck.
Damn.
Still takes half.
Still takes half.
Not 20.
It's
Well, it's actually 2 lower than
4d12.
that. It's 17. Roll to 17.
Do you still have your inspiration
Ah.
from our initial entry?
I do.
I also have inspiration.
I don't think
We
I can
all
do
have
anything with
inspiration.
it.
We do. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can't
think we
do
can do
anything with
anything,
that.
right?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Alright.
it's that.
It's a lot of D12s. Oh, get absolutely wrecked. 40.
It's
Damn!
D8. For Shatter's D8.
Oh, it's D8. Okay,
Why
well.
not?
Yeah,
take
yeah. I
that?
was like, wait, D12.
Dang.
God,
Yeah.
I got really
What?
excited.
No, you got me confused. Like what?
18. So
18.
halved is 9.
9. Ouch.
Wait.
Uh,
Oh, no, it's Witch Bolt that has more. Oh, wait. Shatter
Yeah.
has 5d8. Give me a second to
yeah,
roll
if you're
one more.
casting at 4th level, yeah.
Ba 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 ba.
Guys,
Hey, that's another 8.
it's Pride
So,
Month and we're all
4,
queer.
13.
We can't math.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Math gay can't.
You gay can't math. So
Alright,
18 plus 8 is a number.
18 plus
20.
8, so yes, 26, so we're divided
Yeah.
2 is 13.
Yes.
Alright. Anything else?
Thank you. I'm gonna flick it off and then I'm done.
Alright, you staying there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm too scared to
Uh,
move.
Alright, it is then its turn. It is going to stand. And then its hands come together in a triangle as it snarls words in this direction.
Ah, I wish I had Awwor. The fucking Mage Slayer. That would be perfect for right now. That's fine.
Do I understand the words? Is it speaking infernal?
It says
that's all of us.
freeze.
Oh.
Oh, fun.
As it casts Cone of Cold.
What's the save?
Where's my Cone of Cold? It's a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
So yeah, I need everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Whoop, nope.
The taste give
Um,
advantage. Or
I'm-
what?
I'm using
it's
my
only dex save.
inspiration to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Thank fuck.
Con?
Con save. Yeah.
I'm also going to use my inspiration. Yeah, I don't want to die right now.
Guys, my first roll was a 2.
Not 20!
I got
Let's
a
go.
19.
Thank you, DM. Thank you, inspiration. I got an at 20 for 23.
I got a 19 for 21.
That's a save. That's a
7.
save.
17.
That is a success.
Yay!
Mid.
For you, Allegan?
23.
Yes!
Save.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
gonna
a
show
roll.
for
Squad.
10 roll. Hold on. 10 rolls. Con is... he got a 20.
Fuck is this roll?
Damn.
I have no fucking idea. Okay.
Do. Sorry. Technically, it's the opposite of fireball, but you know.
So 24 reduced to 12.
Damn. That's rough.
That's the
oof.
saddest Cone of Cold I've ever rolled.
Sorry, love.
You can always roll another one.
All right, but now I need you all to go as the heavy cold air just blasts out from it. Blasts out from the triangular-shaped hands at this point in time, creating the water and from which most of you stand now into this more heavy sheet of ice. I do need you all to make dex saves at this point.
Okay.
Evasion.
Hey, remember my
I have
dex-
an advantage on
Oh,
that.
Yep.
So, 15 for his first one. With advantage, that's a 21.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Dex save. 22. Wait, no. I know how numbers work. It's above 20 though.
All right, you're fine.
Had to
Terrace?
happen eventually.
That is a 26 for a terrace and a 12 for 10 roll.
All right, Allegan.
There we go.
Natural 1.
No.
All right, so Allegan and Tannerel are frozen in place.
Can I give?
Yeah.
No, it's the moment's gone. I can't give my portent, can I?
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to choose one.
Ah!
So currently, Tannerel and Allegan have a movement speed of 0.
Oof.
Yeah, I didn't want to move anyways.
But that's its turn because Saffron's still right there.
Hi.
Hmm.
No, try and run away. Do it. Do it.
it. He's gonna try to leave.
No, he's not.
So yeah, go ahead.
Sentinel.
So he's going to go to fly back here over the pit before he leaves the space.
Alrighty. Sentinel attack is still a regular attack. Yeah, 26 to hit. You don't move
Hits.
anywhere.
He does. So he does not leave your space, but he does get to like there.
Zappy just steps on his tail. No.
You're not going
Which is
anywhere,
not-
son.
Bad bone
Yeah.
bug.
Exactly.
You can still do damage.
I can do that. That's true. This is a damaging roll, technically. Okay. It does. Ooh. 11 points of bludgeoning damage as I step on its tail.
Ow! Stop it! Stop it!
No.
Oops,
No.
Raya, you're up.
I'm trying to think right here, okay? Because it's now over the pit, right?
Correct.
Ursa, remind me.
Mhm.
Is the boots of kind of walking on the ceiling? Sandals are kind of walking on the ceiling. Does stone carapace count as a solid surface?
Oh,
Hmm.
If you can land the feet. Sure.
Okay, cool. All right. So
you can land the
Raya
leap.
is
You
going
can have the
to-
feet.
activate the sandals are kind of walking on the ceiling, and he's gonna walk on the. He's keeping his souls hover. He's gonna stand on the tips of his toes right there. And with the running
Well,
start,
there is a heavy sheet of ice that you can hop onto that. So.
I was like leading up to him.
Well, yeah, because so like this whole.
Yeah, the cone of
segment
cold
right
froze
here
the water.
got all frozen.
It's a nice straight shot.
Yeah.
So I'd still be able to hit him, just from being on solid ground.
No, but you still technically like just at this point in time you would just be there's no water per se. It's now just frozen ice. So there's not really you would still have to run up to get him because the ice over here does exist because of it's a down to a pit.
Okay, that's fine. I just needed the I'm using my haste stats to activate them,
Yes.
and then as I run, I am going to use my mask to Misty Step just above him.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You misty step right above him.
This
So what's
music.
going to happen is I'm going to have you make a contested acrobatics check.
Raid.
I get advantage on that. Thank fuck, I get an advantage on that.
There.
That was a 1, but that is
So roll
gonna
the
be.
13.
And I rolled what is 17 plus 24.
24. So you basically just, as it looks up at this point in time, just full on Princess Mononoke face plant onto his head at this point in time, and you now have a shoe stuck to him.
You know what?
One.
This music's actually
Beautiful.
That is
fitting for
perfectly.
that.
That is perfectly fine. So, got that blunt, that silver short sword from before, the blunt one.
Mhm.
He is going to booming blade it.
Okay. You're making a straight attack.
Yep, straight up attack. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
All right. So that is going to be
What is that? I can roll. I know dice. Where is dice? Okay,
believe in
so
you.
that is, what is that? 4 plus 4, so that is going to be 8 bludgeoning damage. That is going to be 2 thundering damage for now.
Okay.
And you know it, you love it. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Let's
10
go.
sneak attack damage.
Ow.
Nice.
But the rock
Fuck 'em
comes
up.
slamming down into the chest that's pointed up with a heavy crunch and crack. Anything else?
That's it. That's it for me right now.
Alright. The terrace.
Alright, bonus action Hunter's Mark. She is shooting another, silvered arrow at this thing.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17 hits. Just barely.
Just barely. Alright, so that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage plus 4 points of force.
Ow.
She's still hasted, so she is going to make another attack and then use her haste for a third attack. So we have a 16 which misses, but we have a nat 20.
Alright.
Alright, so that means the Hunter's Mark also
It's max,
crits.
yes.
Yeah, cool. So that's 6. 12, 6 is 18 plus find me. That would be 30 total points of damage.
Damn.
She is also then going to make Tenorel do another blink leap at this thing. As it takes a bite, it's gonna go for another part of the body rather than what Ryo is
Alright,
standing
so
on.
Tannerel will have to expend his leap in order to get out of the ice, because currently they are frozen in place.
Well, blinking.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Blink Dog. It doesn't necessarily really affect Tannerel that much because he can blink.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
So that is a 17.
17 will hit. By the way, are you re-rolling a d6 for the fire leap?
Yes.
So you're getting a 6 each time? I don't...
No. There was a. Because it's 2d6 fire damage.
Got you. Okay, no. So what I mean is, Tannerel can't blink all the time. He has to actually, because he's a slightly different version of the blink dog. Because blink dogs, they require you like a dice roll in order to recharge the blink.
Oh, okay. I have not been doing that, so I guess he's not doing fire leap then.
Because
That's
like
fine.
so the
He's
fire,
still
because like the
biting.
fire leap, like when you roll it is like required at the start of their turn
misread.
to yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
recharge
misread.
like recharge 6 is you roll a d6 is that it refreshes then on a 6 on a d6.
That is
While the Fey
fine.
recharges on a 4 2d6. That's why the
Yeah.
blink in the Fey version is much more common compared to the fiery leap.
That is totally fine.
all good.
But he is not doing Fiery Leap then.
Alright, so currently Tanneril is stuck. So they can make
he's
a strength check in order to break out.
He will do a strength check then. That is absolutely a fail. He rolled a 2. I will,
Yeah,
however,
sorry.
get that floating knockoff Tenorol though to attack.
Technically, Tanneril's still in melee with him because he's just on the, he's like on the lips edge because of Saffron's Sentinel. So Tanneril can still attempt a bite attack against it.
Maybe we'll go for a bite then. The bite is a 13, so it's a miss.
That's a miss.
Knock
So the
off.
flying one, whoop.
Knockoff Tenorel is going to make a mole attack.
Alright, which there are now enough around it or surrounding in order to attack it with advantage.
Which is good because it rolled a 1. That one's better. That's a 17.
Okay.
And then... which means 1d8. It's 4 points of mauling damage, piercing damage.
Got it. Alright. Saffron, you're up.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Do I still have my foot on his tail?
Yep, he is still within melee
Stop.
range.
Awesome. I'm very much gonna do a get over here and just pull him back a bit. And I'm gonna pop. First one is a 16 to hit, which I'm pretty sure misses.
Is that an advantage?
Oh, at advantage, that's right.
Yeah, because there are enough surrounding him now that
How did I roll the same thing twice? That sucks.
16
so
misses,
no.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. Second. What's that?
Come on,
Oh, that's an
Safi.
18. 18 plus 9, so yeah, 27.
That hits.
Sick.
Go.
I am going to do one of my little fun monkey things. Let's knock this fucker over again. I'm gonna just I'll do that with my bonus action in a second, but I think it's just funny. But let's just
So what's the damage?
dice can stop rolling off the thing. That is 9 points of bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then bonus action unarmed, get knocked over. So to hit is oh for sure 24 to hit. And then takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and it needs to make a strength, I think.
Is
Strength
is
save?
this for knocking him prone, or is it to be just to try to
Um,
knock him to stunning strike him?
Let's try stunning strike again. I gotta get it one of these times.
That's a 23. Sorry.
Motherfucker, man. All right. Literally just, why won't you go down? That's my turn.
All right, Allegan, you're up.
Are they still prone?
No, they're flying currently.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that nothing Safi did knocked this asshole prone. I'm using Witch Bolt again.
Zowie.
Okay. Witch bolt away.
Saffron, can I have your portent?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I give my nat 20?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, have a nat 20 for your little thing.
Mine. So
that-
yeah.
get that
Fuck
motherfucker
you,
good.
28.
28.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, the natural 20 will crit.
12 times 3 plus 3d12.
Stupid numbers.
Yeah,
Is 20, 39.
as you release the arcing lightning, as it just rolls out from your hand and into the creature's body. Raya, you're a first-hand up close, and
Yes!
Saffron, you're also a
Yeah!
first-hand up close witness to this thing as the lightning just sinks into its form, and there's this sudden hissing as steam and water within it is pushed to the boiling point, and it just rips itself apart from the explosion of
Hell yeah.
steam and body as just like launches out in the point in time. It just
Can I
lets it
describe how
along.
I cast this spell?
You can. Go ahead.
So I take the twig out of my pocket real quick, and I line it up with my middle finger. And as I do, I cast Witch Bolt, and I say, "I don't have to move to kill you." And and as I put my middle finger up in the air, a arc of lightning comes from it and disintegrates its body in whatever fashion you so desire.
Right.
Hell
Hold on. I need to
yeah.
check something here real quick.
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Not stage 3. Please, no.
No, it's not stage 3. Well, at least not in that sense of fashion.
Yeah, he says.
Yet.
All right.
Well,
So,
yeah.
as you cast the witch bolt, the energy and arcing into it and evaporates the body. The concentration from your haste spell fades, and a wave of exhaustion hits Raya and Ateris. As
Yep.
Raya, you go plummeting into the water down below.
Uh-oh, fuck.
Ah! No,
Fuck.
no, 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 no.
Raya, you begin to drown.
No. No, he's not.
kidding.
No.
This shit again.
Oh,
Can
come
you not move if you're
on.
exhausted?
Oh,
You get
he has
incapacitated.
no actions. Yeah, you get incapacitated. And it goes right into
I thought
Raya's
you just
turn.
said.
So Raya, you are beginning to sink into the deep water, filling your lungs at this point
This
in
is the
time.
worst person that could be drowning right
Of
now.
all fucking people.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No!
Oh! Okay!
Use your DM inspiration.
Use my DM inspiration, I rolled a 3!
Fuck.
Okay. And that was a nat 20.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
thank fuck.
Oh, thank goodness.
I am glad
You-
you said something because I would have forgot.
You find yourself blinking and coming to your senses in the water itself at the end of your turn. And when in the distance, you had begun to hear this very, very faint, silent singing melody reach out to you. But it fades
Nope.
away into the background.
Fuck
hell
you,
no.
water bitch.
A terrace, a wave of exhaustion rolls over you.
Uh,
Saffron,
yeah.
what would you like to do?
Get my buddy the fuck out of the water.
Get out of the water.
Please. Yeah, really.
So you rush to the edge and you look down and you see Raya at this point in time. He's beneath the surface. Not too
Nope,
deep,
nope,
but he
nope.
is sinking.
Nope, down I go, and I'm getting my buddy out of there.
There's cries of adoration and joy like being lit up by the crowd and around all of you. I would say yeah, you move fast enough that you can climb down, pull Raya out, who's like and spitting out water. And with
I
that,
just pat his back.
with a bit of moment's work, you were able to free Allegan and Tannerel, and we are out of initiative.
Woo!
Hey,
We did it!
hey, Safi. I should really start.
Dude!
No, okay, that was not my fault, but really, I gotta start giving you like a card
Sorry.
or something. You saved me from drowning the third time. You get something and a massage or something. I don't know. I'll workshop it. Thanks.
You don't have to get me anything. You got a. He sort of looks around and then realizes, wait, yeah, none of the crowd can hear what he's saying. You got a weird fucking ocean bitch that follows you whenever you're in water. Like, basics. It's basics.
Only when I'm drowning.
Yeah, and you were sort of face down and not moving.
Let's a conversation for another time. We won. We won.
We did. We fucking won. High five.
High five. Yeah, I stood on its face.
Yeah, that was awesome. I stood on its tail.
As you all gather up your combative supplies and head back to the temple, there's a round of cheers and applause as you all descend back down to the chambers down below. As there's one more round of combats for the day, and then the events for the Colosseum's event for the day come to a close. A few teams eliminated, but most of the groups pass them heading on. And we will all pick up here next time as the group then departs out from the Coliseum for the day,
Woo!
and we'll see if whether or not there's anything to be done this evening. But we'll come back next time with day 2 of the Festival of Three Moons, the Tournament of Three Moons. Good
We
job, everybody.
survived, guys.
We did so good.
We didn't die.
Saffron, I was so waiting for you to knock him prone or knock him unconscious and just have the devil at the point in time have their wings just stop moving and just plummet with Raya attached to their face down
Yeah,
into the
I was
water pool.
worried. I was
Oh.
like, no, 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 no.
But yeah, hey, at least I get to write to Gordo and tell him a new use for it is like for the boots.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Squashing bugs.
Standing on bugs. Over
I mean, because you are
great
basically losing
insects.
flypaper at this point in time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, hold on. Let me take off a charge off of it.
Thank you to those of you who gave us boons and the ones that cursed
Thank
us.
you. We love
thank
you
you for the
anyways.
raid, Vactor group. We love you guys.
You're amazing.
Let's
Thank
see
you for the
who's
raid.
live right now. Who can we raid over to? Let's raid over to Blackwater.
Oh, Blackwater, yeah.
Blackwater's just starting, so
Oh, perfect.
they've only been live for about 30 minutes. So
Perfect.
Let's go.
go say hi to Blackwater. They are a wonderful Canadian TTRPG group. Give them some love. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, do something that makes you happy, and tell someone you love them today. We will catch you again later. I will be live tomorrow on the channel with art. But until then, bye-bye!
We'll see you all next week,
Bye.
everybody. Bye!